All right, let's do this shit, yo. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 105 of Who Got the Aux podcast. To my right, your left is Wiggs. To my left, your right is Jylon. And I go by Julian. Shouts out to everybody that follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Who Got the Aux, no spaces. Apple Podcasts, Who Got the Aux, WhoGotTheAux.com, Twitter.
No spaces.
WGT Aux, WhoGotTheAux.com, Instagram, all that good stuff. Subscribe, listen, follow. Thank you for everybody that's been listening to us and sharing and telling your friends and all that good stuff. Highly appreciate it. Hello, gentlemen. How are we today on this lovely Sunday, man?
Let's just do air cheers. Like, okay, we can do actual cheers
cheers.
too.
No, we here. This is all
we don't know.
We're not really here.
Yeah, we projectors right now.
We're in the Matrix right now.
This is Tupac shit, right? It's the hologram right here, bro.
Yeah, it is a hologram.
It's the hologram.
That was a real strong cocktail that you
70-30, 70-30.
That's like for sure 80-20, 85-15 of Tito's.
That was.
But you know what? It's a Saturday.
Oh, that's a shot. It's a Sunday. Shut up.
Yeah! Gosh, hey, y'all on your toes.
I'm not gonna let you do that to yourself. You got an extra day and you don't.
Damn, you're right though. See, I don't normally get Monday off, so it do feel like a Saturday. So.
Oh, so you have Monday? Do you get Friday off too for 4th of July?
I think you do.
No,
you should.
You got a short week.
Yeah, you should have it
Friday?
4th of July is on Saturday, so we get the Friday off. So I got this Friday.
I think y'all just got the Friday off.
Well, it's a federal holiday. Your job don't observe
I
federal
got Saturday. I don't know about the Friday, though.
No. Jobs are observing the 4th on Friday because it's a Saturday.
What's observing mean?
Meaning like they're going to recognize it on a Friday because most people don't work weekends.
Right.
So that'd be taken away if you just did it on Saturday. It's like, I don't work. I'm not getting paid for that holiday.
Well, I checked our schedule and it did just say Saturday holiday. So I'm pretty sure we do work Friday.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I mean, but I was supposed to work that Saturday, so.
Oh,
wait,
but
I
so
got
you're
it
off
off
Saturday.
Yeah.
So maybe because his
Saturday.
job is 7 days a week, they can actually honor it because you would actually work. Whereas like my job, we don't work Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they would have to. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. Imagine if your car just blows out and then you got nowhere to take it in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, on a Friday. Like, what the fuck? And Saturday?
Like, I gotta wait till Sunday. I gotta leave this here?
Yeah.
Bro, that's what happened to me.
I was going to say, what happened to your car?
Yeah, what happened to you?
My dumb ass forgot to take the keys out my pocket, and I work on a whole bunch of cars per day, so it fell out. And this shit just had to happen I'm feeling good, worked hard Friday. Hell yeah, we got the 3-day weekend. This is perfect. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all have a good one, bro. Shit. No, I'm good. Oh fuck, I only got my keys. They was in my pocket. Oh my god. So anyways, long story short, I had one of my homegirls pick me up. Luckily, she gave me a ride.
The car.
Come Saturday. I left my car there overnight. I tried to ignore that shit. So I left my car there overnight. Saturday, get there in the morning, 12 o'clock. Call my insurance company. We got the tow. Thank USA. We got unlimited towing or whatever. Tow truck guy comes on time, 40 minutes as they said.
Nice.
This dude comes over. Oh, man, your shit's too low, man. Your shit's too low. I can't do it.
What?
Let me call my buddy. And so I keep calling the spot because it's been an hour goes by, nothing. Not 2 hours, nothing. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? Another dude comes up with another truck and was like, nah, I can't do it, bro. We gotta have blue.
It's too blue.
Right, we gotta have the flatbed.
Too blue.
Nah, but the thing was, the original dude that came had the flatbed.
Oh,
he was like, I can't, because
so they run a game.
They run a game, but then apparently the dude that first came was like, yeah, the dude's been in for a while. He's over it. He don't want to work. So I had to wait on Saturday. By the time we got to the damn dealership, they was closed. So they can't even start on my car until tomorrow.
Oh, hell
So I'm like,
and
bruh.
it's a short week, so you better stay on their shit. They be like, it's the 4th, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Bruh, yeah, so that was my fucking weekend, dude. That shit was trash.
You just reminded me, too, that my yesterday we had a good beach day. I'm taking my visor off, and my whole fucking rearview mirror just comes out. In my car, it's inside of this plastic thing that comes together, and it just popped out.
honestly
So right
don't,
now I have a
yeah.
mirror I can just hold right now.
Yeah, you lost the screw, I think.
Like this?
It don't look like it was a screw though. It's
It's
just
a really small screw.
well. Then I was like, I'm gonna hit up.
I'd have to look at it. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna look at Mazda because I was gonna hit you up, but then I thought let me go Mazda first because
Right.
I paid for all that insurance that you get when you buy
Right.
your cars.
The
I'm
warranty
like,
and all that.
yeah.
See if that
I'm
covers
like,
that.
hey, I bought this car in December and my fucking mirror fell out 6 months later.
Yeah, they might be able to do something.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather go there first, and that way I can have a track record if it breaks again and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should be covered, but you
Right.
just reminded me like. You just pissed me off all over again. I forgot.
But
I was so mad at that. I'm like, bro. Now I'm driving the whole time.
you know what they gonna do though. You know what they gonna do though.
What they gonna try?
They gonna see that you got them for a dope ass brand new Mazda.
I got him. What you mean, got him?
You got them, bro. Like you came up with the best deal. They got. So they gonna look at your shit and be like, oh, this that one dude. Nah, it ain't covered, bro.
Nah. At the end of the day, you gotta honor the fucking.
I know.
You gotta honor the.
They could try me if they want to.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Hey, y'all took that car.
That's when you get another free
That's
car.
poor planning on y'all.
See, but you're good at that, man. You got that mindset to where you can buy a car. Like I'm still kind of nervous on buying cars. That's why my last car was private owned.
Mhm.
So I bought that shit private. I don't want to deal with the whole willing and dealing working deals and shit.
Oh yeah, no.
That whole space, bro, I
Yeah.
can't fuck with it, man. It just seems too shady, too slimy. Even if the dude is 100% honest,
yeah, it's still
I
full
will
of
just
shit.
be like, bro,
Yeah.
there's 50% of me
can't-
don't trust you.
Yeah, you can't help but to think that this dude is gonna try to swindle me on something.
Yeah, they could have got the car at market. I don't even know the terminology, but
Oh,
they could have
yeah,
got that shit for
Oh,
10 grand.
MSRP. Right.
And is that like
The
without
price.
without the markups?
I don't know.
MSRP, I think that
That's just
you
sticker price.
Market.
Yeah,
don't
sticker price. But then after like the California tax and all, like
Right.
import taxes and every other taxes and inspection taxes that they have
shit's
to put on in,
ridiculous.
it's
Well-
fucking crazy.
Well, one thing I learned that made me comfortable with the car shit, because I was the same way, but I went through the grueling. I experienced it all. I experienced them trying to offer me leasing options. I experienced them trying to sell me on that car, even though I probably shouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
And I withstood all of that, even to the point where I walked away from multiple cars. I think once you walk off a dealership lot, that gives you such empowerment to where
yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, I'll just do this every time. And what you have to do is, to make you comfortable, is you have to set a number, because you can't be worried about the behind the scenes. At the end of the
So
day,
you put
they're
the first
business. Well, in your head.
Okay.
So let's
yeah.
say I'm gonna go in and say, when all the taxes, blah 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 blah,
better
is done,
equal
I don't
out
want to
or
be
around.
over $30,000, right?
in your head, you don't tell them.
You
that.
don't tell them that, right?
Right.
So-
Because the first person that gives the number loses.
Right, exactly.
In a,
Yeah, because it's like, oh, how much? What were you looking for? It's like, oh, I could do about 50. Oh, well, this was $48,000.
right.
Nah.
Man, you just fucked yourself.
Exactly. So you
Right.
go in with your number. At the end of the day, they're a business. So you're not going to find all the next. They're going to figure out a way to make a profit. That's their job.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if they bought it for 10,000, sell it for 20, whatever, as long as they don't exceed your number. Once you have that number, then you go in lowballing. So it's like, oh, what are you looking at? I was like, I'm looking at about 23, 24, 25 ish.
There you go.
Knowing you can do the 30s easy.
30 easy.
Yeah.
Then that's when y'all start playing that game. It's like, well, I mean, da-da-da. It's like, I mean, I'm willing to meet you there. I go 26, 27,000, but I really need the works to come with it. Like, I'm not really trying to,
Yeah.
you pushing me over
I'm
my
not trying to
number.
get the
I'm willing
base
to make this
model,
deal
you know?
with you because I know you get commission, but you got to
Right.
bring me. And you then
Yeah, you're not gonna give me the base model.
Yeah, right,
For a premium
exactly.
price,
And like I said, I don't know if I told the story on the show, but I had my keys. We were there for like 2.5, 3 hours, and then I gave him an ultimatum at that point. I was like, you know what? If you said I can't have this one, I want something like this. I don't want anything else. We test drove like 3 cars that day. We ran SUVs. He was like, oh, we got this one. I was like, look,
That's just exhausting.
it's
too,
very
right?
exhausting, and you got to have the stamina for that too. That's you got to come prepared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I told him, I said, look, I want this car or a version of it. You let me test drive this car. I didn't come here for this car, but I fucking love this car. I was like, so here it is. You're claiming your numbers, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. I respect it. You got a job to do. I got a job to do. At the end of the day, I can't afford over this, and I want that car. So if you can't get that car within this price range, then, it's
We ain't got
fine.
no business
We don't have
doing.
business, yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm out there twirling my keys. Me and Bianca talking. He's in there for like 45 minutes.
They sweating bullets.
Let's go.
Because I said, if you come back, I said, this is it. So if you can't come back with that, then we can
Yeah.
leave. So he knew if he didn't come back with what I wanted.
Right.
So he was in there for 45 minutes, I'm sure, trying to move shit.
Hit
He
him
said,
with the ultimatum.
he said, hey, we looked at the Kelly Blue Book in the car I got now. That was just like, So because it's black and not machine gun gray, it's affordable. You know, who knows? They
Which is weird, right?
Yeah.
Because black sleek, like everyone fucks with the classic black look. You know what I mean? Like, why would that one be cheaper?
The machine gun is the new thing. If you notice now,
weird.
the Forerunners, the machine gun gray with the black rims, everybody's getting that machine gun.
So it's
gunmetal gray. That's the new thing now. So they're just going off whatever's popular.
I honestly
right
don't like gunmetal gray or gray cars.
I don't either.
Right.
I did in the beginning.
Yeah.
I did like the Forerunner with the black off-road rims to offset the gray.
If you can, but I mean that's after getting like aftermarket.
Yeah, you're spending money.
You kind of have to spend a little bit of money for it to be presentable to you. You know,
but that's
other
why
people I don't really care.
Right, but that's why I fuck with like vehicles in general and just stuff that you can customize to kind of
That's what I'm about to
show your personality through your shit. Some people should not do that, but you know,
go OD with it.
We all they definitely go OD with it, but you know that's just that's your right.
That's what I'm about to start doing though, like the little stuff. Like I see people who black out their emblems, or they get the license plate cover, or they put. Like, I'm about to start getting very intricate with things now. It's like I did the major things. Now it's like, you know, the I see. I think my brother-in-law, he has a gear shift, but it's like a fucking samurai sword.
Oh yeah,
I was like, that's dope. Like I want something like that in my car, like a fucking brass knuckle. I've seen those before.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
you got an AR-15,
right,
like the whole gun, the handle,
the whole bag.
But then you have the whole gun under too. Yeah, I'm about to get that.
Yeah, motherfucker, try you just
you just turn the shifter. What's up?
Hell yeah. So man. I'm about to start customizing that shit. But yeah, I just remember my mirror is fucked up. I'm drinking this on an empty stomach, by the way, so this should be interesting. Did y'all see the UFC card last night?
No, I didn't even know.
Who's on the card though?
The main event was Dustin Poirier versus.
Oh yeah, that's what's his name's boy.
Who is that?
Somebody's boy.
Man, he's the comedian that the comedian with the mullet.
Yeah. He was on Real World.
This motherfucker.
He started off in Real World, right? The comedian with the mullet that hangs around with Joe Rogan now?
Yeah.
He came from Real World.
Did
I
he?
can't remember his name.
What, Pauly Shore?
No.
Dude, I know this motherfucker's name, bro. What the fuck? I seen this fool at the beach.
Yeah, he started off in Real World. I was like, that's cool to see some people come from Real World. And,
right, because I used to fuck with Real World back in the day, bro.
Still relevant from Real World? Because after that show, you know, most of the people didn't really get any spotlight after that. They were just dropped.
Yeah, because back in the day when you were on it, there wasn't these like the people now on it because of social media. People could build their platforms. Like they're doing it way smarter now. But back in the day, it was just like, all right, go home, motherfucker. It's like,
we'll see you next.
Right.
Do nothing with this shit.
Catch our email newsletter for the next show.
Check your mail. Your mailbox.
Check your mail. Oh yeah, because back then it was so
it wasn't too much
really,
shit. Yeah,
right. Because who the fuck was trying to pay advertisement on TV?
Right. Yeah,
because that's all you had was TV.
Hell
now you can do your own advertisement if you got your own fan base like that, dude. We was talking about shit. Technology is ridiculous.
It is.
You can literally get anything delivered to you at a moment's time.
Food.
Anything now. Yeah, food.
Groceries,
we was talking about
car parts, weed, furniture.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Desks,
anything.
Hookers.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Not even lying. But back then, everything was like special.
Gin? Your gin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come right in.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you? An hour and a half? Okay.
Nah, bro, you gotta know that.
Start with doggy style.
You gotta walk them to the front door. That's how you do it. They're always in the parking lot. You gotta walk them to your front door.
What do you mean?
The hookers, you gotta walk them to your front door.
Oh,
You gotta walk them to
there's
the
rules.
There's rules to it.
There's levels to
They
this.
can't walk.
They can't walk.
It's not illegal if you walk them to the front door. Then that flattens out anything for the cops to do anything.
But
No, you have to tell her to come, because if she willingly come, then it's no longer prostitution.
Oh, she's
If you escort her to your door, that's like
escorted.
services. But
Oh,
if
you're
she
right.
knocks
huh?
on your door and you open it, it's like, oh, pussy at my door. Where'd this come from?
Because what is it called? There's
But if you
outgoing
ask
and
for it-
ingoing.
I don't know the hooker.
I
The-
don't know.
I never bought one.
Come on, bro.
I'm being hypothetical, right?
You haven't seen like outgoing hook. You haven't seen that shit in like movies and shit or shows.
Outgoing hookers? What does that mean?
Well, there's outgoing and ingoing. Ingoing
What,
is
outsourcing?
nah. It's
Outsourcing
kinda,
hookers. The Philippines.
but like the out. That's not outgoing, but it's out and in. So out means that they go travel to see you. In means that you travel to see them.
See,
They're staying in. Yeah,
I don't know.
This, man. Maybe you exposed it too much.
I wouldn't even say that those are even switched up.
And then John was like, and then you got to put your email in and your phone number.
Yeah, they're coming into your house. Nah, but it's opposite.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, Dustin Poirier beat Dan Hooker in a 5-round fight. Straight up brawl.
Went 5 rounds?
Went 5 rounds. They were just tagging each other left and right. Damn. That was a good card. He's actually next in line for the lightweight behind Gaethje.
I was gonna ask.
Gaethje and Khabib's fighting for the title, and now with that win, Poirier should be.
Khabib is still champion, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
but him and Gaethje fights in September.
Okay, so it's gonna be Khabib versus
Gaethje.
No. Well, we know Gaethje's done.
Wasn't it?
So it's Khabib
Stipe?
versus Poirier.
No, he already submitted Poirier before.
I mean,
they fought before.
Shit.
Poirier's fought Khabib and lost. Submission.
So it's just gonna be Khabib then as champion.
Gaethje's.
Come on, bro.
Isn't Stipe still in that?
Stipe's heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
So him and Cormier's fighting their trilogy next month in August, I believe.
You really think Gaethje stands a chance?
Gaethje's a beast, bro.
Gaethje is
That's all he did to Ferguson.
Okay, I'll give him that.
True.
I'll give him that.
That is true.
Gaethje's a tough motherfucker, but he's not gonna stand a candle to Khabib.
I don't think it's that.
Khabib's relentless, bro. He's gonna take him to the ground,
and it's gonna be over with.
As soon as Gaethje's trying to adjust, Khabib's already 180 around him.
We didn't see any ground game at that fight.
Exactly.
Well, that's why they said Gaethje is a good opponent, because Ferguson is also a ground dude. But Gaethje kept his distance, and he has superior striking. They said that's what neutralized what Khabib does. Because Khabib, basically, he tries to sprawl in the middle of the ring and then work you to the fence and then take you down.
That's true.
So by him staying off the fence and keeping his distance and being a superior striker, you're either going to have to get desperate and sprawl and catch a knee or stand up with the guy. Because if you Gaethje brought this up in his interview with Joe Rogan. He was saying, like, Khabib doesn't take you down the middle of the ring. He just drives you to the fence and then starts to maul to you. And
he'll stand you up.
This fight.
Yeah.
So it's a good matchup. It's not as lopsided because, of course, Khabib's just been
still think it is,
everybody.
Dude. If you look back at the Ferguson fight, they didn't even. Ferguson is known for his ground game, but he always gets taken down, and then that's when his ground game is activated.
He doesn't really.
He doesn't
initiate it.
Right.
He'll do the shit where if you got him from the back, like Ferguson will roll forward, and out of nowhere you're in a fucking triangle or some shit.
Sure.
But
he fights better off his back. Yeah, because Gaethje's just knocking his ass out for 5 rounds.
Yeah, so Gaethje hasn't fought. I mean, as far as recently, a dude that has impeccable ground game.
Well, Gaethje's a defensive wrestler as well too, so he doesn't fight. He's just like that's why they didn't go to the ground. They're both defensive wrestlers.
Right.
Both,
Okay, that makes sense.
That's why no one's striking for it. That's why they stood up. So he has to. No, it's going to be a good fight. And Poirier looked good. Poirier was off 9 months because he had to have surgery. So this was his first fight after 9 months. And Hooker was supposed to be that dude. And Poirier just outclassed him. And then Mike Perry was the funny one. So Mike Perry beat Mickey Gall. And Mike Perry recently got rid of his corner because he was saying like they were taking advantage. Like because he has to pay cornermen.
Oh, yeah.
And he was losing. So he's like, why the fuck am I paying y'all? So I don't know if you saw on Twitter. He had his girlfriend in his corner. Just like Mexican chick. That's all he had in his corner. Came out.
That's hard.
And he won. Just like unanimous decision, won.
Wow.
But it was so funny because you know how they go to the corner.
Yeah.
And like
it's just his girlfriend.
She just got ice like, is this okay? Is this good? You're doing good, babe. She's like, where do you want me to put the ice? He's like, on my head. She's like, right there. He's like, yeah, that's good. Right
Yo,
there.
she down as fuck.
Good luck, babe.
Man.
And that's all she kept saying every round. I was like, you're doing good, babe. Like, no strategic, no strategies. You're doing good job.
Good. Like while the round's going, she's texting him. What the fuck should I say to him? Like I don't. Should I call dad? Should I call? Okay, I'll call dad.
Can you imagine being the other guy though? Like you lose to a guy whose girlfriend is in his corner.
Nah, that might start a revolution.
You got a full paid for.
Yeah, then he doesn't have to pay any trainers. He got all the money he got goes straight to him.
Hey,
So like you say, it might be skill motherfuckers might be like, the fuck,
bro.
I need all y'all in my corner.
Hey, it's all in house.
Yeah,
if you got the talent yourself, then why you need a corner for you? I mean, unless you got like actual cutmen on the side, but I don't think they allow that. They only allow the original cutman.
Yeah, one cutman and her, pretty much. Yeah,
right. You're gonna need a cut man, but it's gonna be funny, like looking at that if that dynamic sticks, bro. All the fighters gonna have their fucking wives and girlfriends and shit.
Can you imagine John Jones making $4 million, don't have to pay no cutman, or not cutman, but no side Not side judge. Well,
just cornermen.
Yeah.
But we've seen some shitty ass cornermen where they giving them advice like,
that's
bro,
what
that's not
that's
helping
what
us.
Perry was saying.
That's
like,
why
I'm getting my ass whooping. Y'all screaming out bullshit, and then
Exactly.
when I lose, I still got to split the profit with, and I'm in the ring and my ass whoop off
you
of your
imagine?
poor coaching.
Can you imagine? Go for the grab, dive, and you get kneed.
So
Sprawl. I can't sprawl. Give me something else.
Right.
So it's like the catcher, right? Throwing out signs.
Right.
No,
He's like,
no.
Stop. Time out. Stop calling that.
No.
He hit 3 home runs. Off
and then
this.
just
Stop calling that, please.
They just start throwing up some weird shit.
And then the pitcher be like, you know what? All right, cool. Yeah. All right, good. You just do whatever you want. Like,
Just fuck it.
yo, this guy's calling shit that's getting home runs. Same thing. Same fucking thing.
But then I would say, did he get rid of his whole camp?
So he set up a camp. Because basically he was saying was because of the COVID shit,
right?
It's hard to find bodies because people aren't training together unless you're part of like an AKA or a top team where they got plenty of people in stable.
Right.
So he said he set up his own camp. He got the guys that whatever he needed, he paid for that all himself.
Like
so.
sparring partners and all that.
But as far as him having like a nucleus right now, and he admitted, he said, if I want to get to the higher tier, I'm probably gonna need some guys, but as of right now with this COVID shit where nobody can do,
fuck it, do it all yourself.
Me and my
train
girl,
yourself.
fuck it, yeah. He's only 28 years old. He's young.
Yeah, I want to see how long he can go with this.
Hey,
I'm
that
pretty sure
should be hard.
I'm pretty sure he wants to know the
Bro,
same
he
thing because he's getting the whole money.
Yeah,
he's getting the whole pot.
He fucked this dude up though. It was a unanimous decision. Like,
He's
he
loving
fucked
this.
him up.
Yeah, he's loving this shit, and his girlfriend or wife's probably hating this shit, but she understands.
She had to do nothing. She just fucking literally just had an ice bag.
Okay, no, hold up.
I'm sure
bro.
he's giving her some money for sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure she's getting paid.
But hold up, imagine the girls in the stands already freaking the fuck out because their man's getting fucked up, and now you in the corner.
But you're
closer.
But your guy's winning though.
If your guy's winning, that's perfect.
Now when you're on the corner, your guy's like this.
Yeah, that'll be. Imagine you fucked up.
Like Ben Askren when Masvidal beat his ass and he was on the ground for 10 minutes. And your girl on the side, like,
oh no,
they lift your arm up like this. What's going on? Get up!
Okay, he's not breathing.
Ricky!
Oh my god!
But nah, the car's been fantastic.
Damn,
since,
I gotta,
bro. And this was a free one. This was ESPN Plus, $4.99 a month. The pay-per-views has been dope. Like I say, July 11th, I'm ordering that fight, so you guys are cordially invited. That's the that's a 3-title fight card. Can't
to
wait
the Zoom
for that.
call, right?
Who's all right? Let me know that. Let me know that card again.
Man, look, I ain't worried about that shit.
Who's fighting on that card again?
The main event is Usman versus Burns for the welterweight. Then you have the rematch.
Usman's crazy.
Usman's a beast.
He's a beast.
But Burns is also a beast. Burns fucked up Woodley like 2 weeks ago on this very quarantine pay-per-view stuff they've been. That was a free fight too when Burns fucked him up. Then you have the rematch between I always forget his name. Who is the Hawaiian guy?
Oh, Max Holloway.
Max Holloway versus the rematch. I can't think of that guy's name.
Max Holloway versus is it one of the Diaz brothers?
I'm trying. No, it's not the Diaz.
Both of them at the same time.
Hold on. UFC
Stockton slapped.
Your mom
Fight
pass
Island.
me
This
the
is gonna be
Tito's,
the-
please.
This is gonna be the first one on Fight Island.
Oh, that's
Yes, Island.
kill it right there. That's
Just
all
kill it.
you. Ain't it?
Okay, hold on. Yes, then Kamaru Usman gives. Oh yeah. What? Did something
didn't
fall
know
in
that
there? Alexander Volkanovski. He beat Max Holloway earlier this year or last year to take the belt from him. So this is a rematch for the belt. And then you have Peter Yan against Jose Aldo for the bantamweight, which is vacant right now. So nobody's a champ.
Mixer.
And then you have what you call it. Those are the three main ones. And this is going to be on Fight Island, the first fight at Yaz Island in Abu Dhabi. So I'm ordering that fight. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, they got that shit in Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
So I'm excited for that.
Thank you.
I mean, dude, like I fuck with Holloway, but he's a volume puncher, and like those are cool. The accumulative damage is whatever. It's not very exciting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they'll say you could jab some dude after a while, and then you'll knock him out just from the accumulative damage over time.
He has endurance too, though.
He's got endurance.
And a chin.
He does have a chin actually, But you also do got a pretty big head, so that has to be part of the reason.
Yeah.
But I like the Garbrands, dude. I like seeing impact.
Oh,
I like
Garbrandt.
seeing jolts of their heads move, snap back. Like I like
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
O'Malley,
I
want to see his fight too. I mean, I think I saw him on like a season of Tough or some shit.
Yeah, did he win that?
I don't know if he won.
I didn't know Ferguson. I didn't know Ferguson
win.
was from Tough.
Yeah, he was from Tough too.
Yeah, I thought
a lot of these people were from Tough.
A lot of these big names came from Tough. Matter of fact, they
For
said.
those who don't know, this is the Ultimate Fighter.
The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter
series.
They said the coaches for the next Ultimate Fighter is gonna be. Was it the
Cormier and
No. I want to say it was the Gaethje and.
Oh,
I want to say that. I feel bad now because now I'm saying.
Y'all might have to fuck with that. Oh, I don't have cable, so.
I mean, you can probably catch it on ESPN app or something now.
I don't have ESPN app, so.
I don't want to see who's the.
I'm not purchasing it either.
Oh yeah, I think it's Khabib and Gaethje.
Yo, that's kind of. Oh, wait, as coaches?
Yeah, because basically those coaches lead up to they fight at the end of Tough.
Oh, dude, that's a very good way to set that shit up.
I
forgot that they did fight. The coaches do fight. So every time I see the highlights, because they always pop up on Facebook, I don't know why, but UFC's pushing their shit hard. I'm getting so caught up in all the fighters. Yeah. Usman, because they play all the highlights. And I'm getting really into UFC, but the Toughs, bro, like there's so much testosterone there. Everyone is fucking mugging.
Yeah.
People
and everybody can fight.
Up. Well, not all of them can fight. There's been some bitches and pussies on there, but
I mean, like they're at least skilled. Like it's not like Love and Hip Hop where it's just people throwing like these motherfuckers can throw jabs.
So when they in each other's face and shit, I'm like, yo, these are two alphas, bro. Right. These are two apex predators, orca whales, dude. Like this shit might go down crazy, but they know they can't throw blows because. But the Garbrandt, I saw him with when he was a coach. Get into it with TJ Dillashaw, which I think is a dope ass fucking name.
Dillashaw.
Oh yeah, Dillashaw.
I fuck with TJ Dillashaw, but I was like, damn man, like these motherfuckers be wanting to fight too, like the coaches. I'm like, yo, y'all not even fighting. But if you're saying that at the end of the season they got their premiere event, then that makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry,
that's hard.
It wasn't them. It's two other big names.
Okay, I was gonna say that would be a weird setup.
It's Israel Adesanya and Paula Costa.
Okay, I don't know who the other guy is, but Adesanya
Paula Costa is a fucking beast, right? He's a fucking machine beast. It's gonna be a hard fight for Israel Adesanya, but they're fighting for the belt. Yeah. So they're gonna coach, and then at the end of that tough season, it's gonna be the championship fight, pretty much.
Adesanya champ.
Yeah, he's the champ right now.
And from what I remember,
middleweight, I believe, right? Yeah,
middleweight. All those, like the finale fights, they're all pay per view, right? Because they usually
they got an audience.
Yeah. So the winners of the fight, they're like the opening act,
right?
And then it leads up to the championship
right.
fight. They're like a prelim.
Wasn't Big Country on Tough?
Yeah, he was on the same as who's our boy? Who's the black dude?
Rampage Jackson.
No. The Street Fighter that died.
Oh. From Florida.
Yeah.
Kimbo Slice.
Him and Big Country's on the same season.
Hey.
Rampage and Rashad Evans. Yeah.
Yo, he was.
I remember
one
that
thing about
season
Kimbo.
Me too.
So vividly.
That was the one I watched from start to finish because Kimbo was on there.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's kind of when I started watching the tough season, but. I remember watching that, and then I was a fan of Rampage because he's from Memphis, Tennessee. So I was rooting for the hometown guy on that one. So
Rampage is crazy, motherfucker.
Rampage beast. And then you think that John Jones beat him, and Rashad Evans,
Yo.
and Leona Machida, and John
everybody.
Jones would beat.
He's been taking down legends.
He took down legends.
That's why I want to see that Francis fight so bad.
Machida,
they don't want to pay John Jones, I don't think. Or they don't have enough to pay him because he's asking for like big time money.
But dude, people want to watch that fight, but they got to look at. I think they're looking at the metrics of it, and they're like, okay, we're capping out at this many views per pay-per-view or whatever. I don't think it's going to be worth it to pay him out as much when we only make this much.
Well, yeah, they're not getting
they're
not getting a gate, which is like people coming in, ticket sales. So that's what they're losing so much money off the gate. But they're still honoring all the contracts of everybody's. But I think what it is they're trying to build Francis up as the next guy.
Next superstar.
The next heavyweight?
The next superstar. But he's heavyweight. The issue is he's not technical like John Jones. So that's why people could beat like Anthony Rumble Johnson and shit because they're just heavy strikers. But they know John Jones gonna do his jiu-jitsu black belt shit, and it's gonna be a fucking easy fight. And then he's gonna be Ngannou's gonna be nothing. And then they're like, fuck, that was our cash cow for the next 10, 15 years.
Right. But God. You know, he would always have like the mitts. Back then, he would have to, you know, a couple pairs of boxing gloves, and then like you know, whole bunch of testosterone. You guys are 22. You're gonna fight, right? It's gonna be the clever idea is gonna be brought up.
That's funny.
Let's fucking throw the gloves on, bro, and then it would always be me and Kendall.
That's
always.
It's the thing with even when we went out last week, like we were out. I'm thinking like, oh, we ain't seen each other in a long time. Couple of beers. He was like, something you did.
I would always go up to him and I would do this.
Yeah,
like,
he hates that. He hates when John Lyon squares up with him. It's like, why the fuck you fucking with me?
It'll be like this. It'll be like this. Like,
square.
Because we're all talking, right? Imagine this is Kendall, and I'll be coming back from the bathroom. I'll do some shit like this. Coming back.
Yeah, he hates that shit. And to me, I just look at it like, that's just Jylan. But something in him, like, Kendall's like,
you're supposed to be the parent now, Jylan. You know, Kendall doesn't like that. Like, Kendall's probably looking at you like,
yeah, he always looks at me like, this fucking
But
guy.
The thing is, I do shit for reactions, even though I know his reaction. I guess that means I'm annoying then, huh?
I don't know.
That would mean that I'm annoying.
I wouldn't say annoying. I would say more obnoxious than anything.
Okay, obnoxious.
It's just obnoxious is when you know something ticks off somebody, but you keep doing it and doing it.
It's very. Yeah, I'm selfish in that aspect because I know it's gonna satisfy my humor.
Right.
So that's very selfish within me.
Him knowing that Kendall's gonna act 100% of the time. There's never been a time where Kendall just like, you know, I'm be the mature guy. Not even mature. I don't want to use that word, but I'm just gonna walk away. Like he feeds into it, and then even if there's
he'll retaliate too.
Even if there's an inch of Kendall, like I'm not gonna tolerate this today, then he goes harder. Like, oh, you're not gonna respond to me.
I'll be throwing elbows next.
We just got on a tangent, but we were talking about your craziest story. But you were saying you were stuck at a party.
I just be stuck, and then after that, I didn't smoke for years until recently, bro. To be honest,
have you ever really been like crossfaded?
Oh, crossfading is the fucking worst.
Threw up at work the next morning with Koo.
Bro, that is the worst. Being crossfaded is the absolute worst. That is one of the highs and drunkenness that I never want to be.
It's not good.
And see, the funny part is we know like the outcome because we've been there. But then we try to justify it and kind of cheat. Like, okay, let me take this. Let me take less of a hit.
Right.
But then you forget that you drunk and you take a full blown ass hit. And then before you know it, you feel fine. Maybe even the Uber ride going home, you feel decent.
Itches.
As soon as you step through the door, as soon as you lay down,
Microsoft.
God, that shit's ridiculous. Exactly. Once you get the spins, bro, like that's it.
Oh, the spins, man. And see, talking about this is because I haven't been as fucked up. Like in our early 20s, that was like a common thing. But it's two things that happen at a party when
regular occurrence.
I was fucked up.
Yeah.
One is when you go to the bathroom and then you look in the mirror, you go, yo, you fuck. Like you start talking to yourself. You never talk to yourself in the mirror?
I've never gotten that. Nah.
Yeah, you're in the mirror like yo. Like I used to laugh at myself like, bro, you are fucked. And I just be like, whoa. And then I'd be like, get your shit together. And then go outside.
Yeah, I've been the opposite, bro.
And the second one is when you're sitting on the couch, the music's playing, and you just do this shit.
What's that? Yes. And then you hear someone in the corner. Oh, he about to throw up. He's closing his eyes.
Once the head goes back, it's over. It's
somebody
over.
Call you out, and then you.
It's over,
bro. When that motherfucker. And
it sucks when somebody calls you out because it only intensifies the feeling more.
Oh my!
You're just like, fucking.
It feels like it intensifies.
Leave me alone. I'll get out of this. Just leave me alone.
But at the same time, you try to be like, nah. You try to act like you good.
Yeah.
When you know you're not, and then people can see that shit.
Bro.
It's like, bro. You know, like you breathing harder than as fuck right now. I know you do not breathe that hard.
That's when you're in your head, like, yo, just chill. Just let this throw up go down. Just go down. Just go down.
Your mouth start getting watery, bro.
That's the throw up. God. That's when you know.
That's
like,
when it's
once I got older, I figured it out. It's like you sitting there and you feel it here, and you're like, oh, is that like, do I got a shit or something? Yeah. And then your mouth gets. And you're like, oh.
And then
shit.
that's what it is.
And then as soon as you get to the toilet, it goes from here straight to here. It's like somebody your body knowing like, oh, we about to do it. As soon as I lift the toilet and get on my knees, it got to the point where I got older now where it's like it don't come up. So you just hit one of these. Like
yeah. Sometimes you gotta hit that.
When you hit that, the last 3 times I've thrown up from drinking too much. When you hit this shit, the first one is always like nothing. It's like and then you kind of
a little dry heave,
and then that next one comes.
It's all full force.
Like, bro, the worst ones is when
and it don't stop. It's just. And then you think you're done.
It's like a balloon when the air come out of a balloon.
And then when you dry heave again, you're thinking like, oh, nothing's gonna come out this time.
Oh, bro. Or even worse, when you think you're done, you wash your mouth, whatever. You go back to bed, and then you feel it swirling again. You like again,
you gotta
bro.
be like, oh my god, because at that point you're not even that drunk. You a little bit sober at that point, but you like, fuck, I still got the residual effects.
And then that throw up is the last shot you took before you blacked out. Like, that's happened to me a few times. You taking that shot, you know you shouldn't have. Yeah. And then when you throw up, literally, the first shot is thick. It's like, bloop, and it tastes like tequila. Yeah. It's like,
even the color change.
Yeah.
You took a shot of Henny. That shit look like brass.
Or like beer. Copper. Like, if I drink too much beer and I started throwing up, like, I'll throw up whatever I ate in the morning. And then it's just, you're literally tasting Stella. Just, beer.
Bro.
Beer. It's like, that's why I start. That's why, like, I either do cocktails or, like you say, I try, like, the edibles. I'm like, the beer I stay away from because you can consume so much. With the liquor,
high calorie too.
Yeah, it's fucked up your body. But with the liquor, at least, if it's strong enough, you're probably gonna do like 1 or 2 on the rocks, maybe, and you're gonna sip that. With the beer, you can throw 5. Back. But I'm saying a night though, with the beer, boom.
Oh yeah,
especially if you're playing beer pong, boom, and then before you know it, you 10 beers in, you're gonna throw up, and you done put on like 100,000 calories.
I think it's the mixture. I think it's the mixture. Like, let's say you drinking beer the whole night. And then usually at house parties, like, oh, shots, beer before liquor. You've never been sicker.
Yeah, you know? Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Yep. But that's how it always starts because beer's so light. It's so, it's an introductory alcohol.
I chase my shots with beer.
Yeah.
Many times before. I take a shot and chase it with Stella. Like, what the fuck?
It's nothing. But then, like, you're
Modelo or something just.
Imagine playing beer pong and your team keeps losing though. There's a lot of rules like loser take shots.
That's what's gotten me in trouble when we were younger. My competitive side in beer pong. Bro. And we played old school beer pong before the Corona, where you actually poured it in the cup. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't honor the pop when you're supposed to pop it after 5 cups. A lot of people don't honor when that shit's in the cup. And everybody can see, like, yo, I made that cup. One of y'all need to drink that bitch. That's when we play.
I miss those days, though. But nowadays, you can't
trust it. Yeah, you got herpes.
You got Corona. You got Corona.
Yeah.
And then just dirty. Motherfuckers be dirty.
Right here. And don't get your ass whooped. Or you got like 8 cups.
Oh.
And they watch it. And they watching you like, bro, no, y'all need to. No,
that's so good.
We're ready to play. We need those cups.
Right.
So you can't even let us. You can't.
It's like, hey,
yo. You go to the bathroom, you see hella cups of.
It's like, yo, my man. You got this full ass cup. There you go, player.
Yeah. Go ahead and finish that. We got a game going. Because you had the pressure to drink it because those cups were reused for the next day, which was, when you really think about it, was disgusting.
It's nasty as fuck.
A house party, you don't know nothing.
Everybody.
Backwash.
Gross. Oh, my fucking disgusting.
Hey, but that's why we're immune to this shit. We got all of the diseases in our body, bro.
That's why we ain't got none.
Bro, we got all this shit.
You ain't never lied.
Right. That's kind of like my stance with the mask shit, right? So I posted on Twitter. I said
there's a divide. There's a clear divide, right?
I said 2 things. Right. First, I said you liked it. I said, is there anything as being regular sick anymore? Like, can we just get a cold, or is everything COVID?
Because they box it, right?
Everything's COVID now, right?
Everything's COVID now. You shit out your ass, you got COVID.
COVID.
You got a cut on your finger and you cough, you got COVID.
Right.
But here's my mask take, though, right?
Okay, let's hear it.
And you guys tell me what you think. I'm not against wearing masks, right? Every time I go to an establishment, I have my mask on. I respect what they want us to do, right? Whether I agree with it or not. But I said this last episode, but I gave it more thought. I said the false belief that the masks work actually aids to the increase of cases. And my point being is, if you are selling us that these masks are working to the point where everybody's saying, wear a mask, just do it. It's so simple. Wear a mask, wear a mask.
Right.
We know they don't work. right? Maybe the N95 ones. Remember in the beginning, if you could blow through those protective shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, 80,
blow out a flame.
Right. 85% of the people got a mask that you could blow out the flame with, for the most part.
Cloth.
Or cloth, right. But you've made us believe that having that on is going to protect us to where we can go dine in restaurants, we can go to the mall, we can go to the store, as long as you have a mask on, even though that doesn't work. So what my point is, if you give us this false belief that it works, you're going to have us in close quarters being like, oh, we have a mask, we can eat and have a concert, and we're still actually, if there's corona, it's been exchanged.
No, you're right. Still contracting it somehow.
And that then
there's space.
Increases the cases.
Right.
Whereas if you told everybody it has to be an N95 or nothing, you might have more people still staying in the house until they get hands on N95 masks. Once you open the floodgates saying you can put anything on your face, you're actually aiding and increasing the cases. Because now I'm going to go to the barbershop and get my hair cut with a mask because I was told that works, and I'm just fucking breathing corona into my barber. I just made a case. Whereas if you would have said N95 only, I would have been like, yo, I'm not going to get my hair cut till I get an N95 mask.
Right.
Then we're not in the same room together.
Right.
So I'm like, it's the irony of people are like yelling to wear the mask. But I'm like, we know it doesn't work. Like, we know it doesn't work. And that false comfortability is actually going to aid in increasing the cases.
Well, I mean, everything was off a whim.
Sure. Because
very little preparation. Right. I mean, yeah, because it was new. So, I mean, they like we said before, they're really, scrummaging for an answer, right? They were like, let me come up with something, They were scraping for answers. So, I mean, I think the N95, if we had to implement that as the requirement.
Yeah, like N95 or stay in the house.
That would have been a lot better because those literally, you don't have a lot of space between. Right. There's not a lot of open. It's like pretty much a sealed.
And the technology in it
mask.
Is supposed to block you from spreading and things coming in.
Right, because it keeps it inside. That would have been fine, but I mean, when it came out, I do understand like there was a complete shortage, and then
how's there a shortage of that, and we can do trillions of dollars in stimulus money?
That's what I'm saying. But we were out. I believe we were outsourcing a lot from
China. For sure, from other places.
That's where most of our shit was coming from.
Right.
So like I can get that, but bro, like when we bought the sandwich today, and I didn't have my mask, but I literally did that,
and they're okay with it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but the thing is, there was a dude that had the ski mask, the skiing,
like surfboard, not surfboard, snowboarding, and
snowboarding. I don't know what the fuck you call it, but I was telling Wiggs, I was like, dude, I guarantee this is thicker than that.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely.
But he's gonna be allowed. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like.
And then my mom as well, like she was out in a public place, and I've been arguing with her about why it doesn't work. Right.
The mask.
Why it's an illusion.
Right.
And then we got off the topic. She was talking to my sister. She was like, "Yeah, we went to like an event. I had my mask. There was a lot of people there. I had my mask though, so it was safe." I was like,
"And that's what they've
You're
taught
the
us.
issue.
Well, no,
you're the problem.
She's not the issue. She's been told from our government and the CDC that you're okay if you have this.
But you forget, I tried to educate her on why it's not working. But then once it was dropped, she gets on the phone with my sister and then says that. So I'm like,
and that's how a lot of people feel.
I love you, Mom, but you are being super ignorant to this. And I'm pretty sure there are millions of people around the world that are super ignorant to it.
And the CDC, the Central Disease Control,
they don't even know what the fuck is going on.
But they're the ones. But who? Then
and
who?
The World Health Organization.
That's what I'm saying. If not them, then who? Who do you listen to? If not them, they're supposed to be the motherfuckers in charge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
So that's why for my
Joe
mask
Rogan,
shit is
Joe
like
Biden.
It's funny to me because if I don't have my mask, I'll be looked at as the main culprit for spreading and irresponsible. But it's like even with your mask, you might be spreading if I'm spreading at 100% with no mask, you're probably spreading at 98% with a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, because granted, the droplet that easily comes off my mouth will probably catch your mask, but eventually something will come out. Like I told you, I saw a dude walking his dog. He was sneezing and left. I'm like, bro,
I'm breathing that shit in.
That's not. So it's just like, to me, it's just like,
Not only that, dude,
I'm a mask wearer, so I'm not against it. But it's just like this whole false thing of if nothing's on your face, you're the problem. It's like, no, if your cloth is the problem too, kinda ish.
I think it's still just some basic ass shit,
right? You made at home. You better off just not wearing it.
Right. Nah, I think you do have a point there. I think people that do wear the mask are actually more susceptible to spreading it and catching it.
Because you're gonna go out thinking you're safe.
Not only that,
without a mask, you like when I don't have my mask, I go in the street. Like if I'm running. Whereas if I have my mask, I'm just gonna stay there and I can still my sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I'm taking more precaution without the mask than with the mask.
Right.
And people, like we said in the last episode, people aren't washing their hands every time they touch your mask.
No,
and
bro.
there's not always going to be opportunity where you can wash your hands.
Yeah,
right.
Sometimes.
And this shit's molecular, bro. This is on a molecular level.
And I believe...
Come on, dude.
And I believe... what is it? Hand sanitizer is still kind of like backordered, right? It's still like...
Is it?
I think it's still a little tough
we caught a lick at Walmart 3 months ago, and we've been living off that for the past. But well, no, because tissue and everything. No, they have everything's back.
Everything's back to normal.
I mean, Target is selling masks.
Oh, right, everything's selling that. Before we get off on the mask, though.
No, I'm still I'm still on the mask. Shouldn't that be illegal?
What?
How can Target sell cotton masks that don't work? How are they allowed to sell that?
That's got to be like a version of price gouging, like when you're trying to like take advantage of a pandemic or a situation, right?
I mean,
the climate of the issue.
At this point, I think the government and the World Health Organization and CDC is just like anything helps. If you get anything above your mouth, it'll help.
It's better than nothing.
So
which I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
But what were you saying?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I agree with that. Like I said, instead of 100%, you're probably spreading at 98, 95. Yeah. Let's say 90. So I guess if you want to fight me for that 10%, again, I wear the mask. So I know people think it's weird to have these takes, and I still wear the mask. I just think I'm not a linear thinker. So I like to think
fine.
Different sides, yeah.
The way you're thinking is fine because you're still wearing the mask. What the issue is people that are against wearing masks, people that understand it's a requirement and that it can help.
Right.
So you're on the side that you understand it can help prevent the spread.
Right.
Other people are
my
armed
rights,
to the teeth,
my freedom,
constitutional rights. Right. Yeah. So they're like, yo, this is against my rights. This is government tyranny. You're taking this to advance just so you can't wear a mask for 15 minutes in the store?
Yeah, while you're in and out.
Essential workers wear the mask for 8
all
hours.
Day. Grocery store workers all day.
Bro, I'm not even trying to like put a spotlight on me, but literally gets to the point where I got to take my mask off because my jaw locks up. For whatever reason, the pressure behind my ear, like I gotta.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So like, bro, you can wear the fucking mask for 15 minutes if that means that everyone around you is gonna feel a little bit more comfortable.
Right.
And what is the big deal?
It's just like going to a club. If they say these are the dress requirements to get in our club, if you don't wear this, you can't get in. It's the same thing.
You're not going to question it.
You don't have to wear a suit and bell bottoms or hard bottoms. You just got to wear a mask for 15 minutes while you go buy your unnecessary groceries.
They're not telling you to get a
it's entitlement.
Gucci suit.
Right, yeah, like a whole hazmat suit before you enter.
You got to go to Men's Warehouse and get that shit tailored.
Exactly. You go through more. You go through more to get in a shitty club on a Friday than you have to go through to get into a Costco right now.
Exactly.
You're willing to go pay $40 entry fee and have to get a whole new outfit that costs hundreds of dollars. You're willing to do that.
And the cover.
And pay overpriced drinks. You're willing to put yourself in that situation, but don't wear a fucking mask for the 20 minutes or 30 minutes you're grocery shopping in the store.
Let's think about that. I think there's good amount of people like that, but I do see a lot of the Karens that are kind of blasting.
I love the Karens. I love it.
Or we I think we talked about it before the show. There's not a name for the counterpart of the Karens.
Oh,
right?
the white dudes. It's called male counterpart.
Racist.
I mean, yeah.
If you want to do white man in history, they already had a name.
So we got Karen, and then we got cops.
No, I already said that. No.
Well, what would be? Yeah, that'd be interesting because I would
Kyle.
like to know.
Kyle and Karens.
Kyle's.
And Karens.
I think Kyle's already like the douchebag bro that takes all the women. That's the incels. Is it no Chads? I'm sorry. Chad is
those are
Chad is the buff dude that gets all the girls.
Chads are the Brads.
Chads and Chads. Cal and Karens, man.
Well, aren't Karens like the older?
I don't know though, because I actually like that name.
White women that like no one fucks with on the general, but then like they're coming out with a voice and
you've never seen a hot Karen.
No, exactly.
You've never seen a Karen like she mad, but she's bad to the most. They all old, ugly, raggedy, retired motherfuckers.
When you see MILFs, there's not a Karen name that you see on there.
No, the Karens are usually moms, right? Or
you've never seen a hot Karen.
Or like a 48-year-old woman that has like 20 cats. So like, it's like someone that doesn't have a lot of social awareness or experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good observation. I've never seen a hot Karen.
Yeah.
No, all of it has the stupid glasses with the flip cell phone.
Oh my
you know
God.
what I mean? Like,
probably ain't had no dick in like 6 years.
yeah, like nah, they're all
They just don't want
busted.
it.
Yeah, they don't want it.
They don't want it.
And they get so mad. Like it's the thing now. Like they
They get mad about the
register
mask too.
Yeah, but they understand when
yeah.
they hear Karen, they immediately
It's like the
this,
N-word.
It's that mainstream now.
And we like, shut up. That's not racist.
You fucking
Dude,
Karen.
I'm gonna tag y'all. Y'all still on Facebook?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tag y'all into this Karen video, bro. It was in New York, and then fireworks are going off, and this lady was like, there was just a group of black dudes that was just a group of dudes. The dude that was filming was black, but there was fireworks going off, and they was just chilling outside while the fireworks were going off. She comes down and was like, "You guys are driving us. You're making us crazy." And they're like, "Yo, like, what are you talking about?" Later in the video, the fireworks still go off like a couple blocks down, and they're all like, "Yo, you might have to get that. You know, it ain't us firework,
stupid ass,
whatever." But she flipped the fuck out.
There's an IG Karen's going wild.
Yeah, seen that, bro. They getting exposed.
And my other tweet, just to wrap this mask shit up, was that if you're not actively trying to strengthen your immune system,
Right?
Because that's really true. Where it's at.
Yeah.
And I say actively. So what bothers me about the mask wearers are, let's say 7 out of 10 of the mask wearers put that mask on and think that's it. It's like, so I can go run and work out and eat kombuchas and eat healthy.
This is do all
but
and all.
you get to be better than me because
you wear masks.
You wear your mask. But then you eat Burger King and McDonald's and eat like shit. You stay up late. You don't have proper sleep schedule. You don't do anything to help your body naturally. But then you get to throw your mask on and look down at me if you catch me without one or if I'm not. I think that's where the divide's coming. It's like there are a lot of lazy motherfuckers who aren't doing anything for themselves. And then they just found out that all I got to do is wear this mask and I could be better than somebody for the next 6 months.
That's
and they're like using that shit. I'm just like, bro,
right?
Immune system is where it's at.
Yes.
The COVID is destroying people across the line, but a weak immune system does not help if you catch COVID.
Right.
Doesn't help at all. And there are things you can do. Like you say, sun, vitamin D, you can eat right, water, exercise, sleep pattern, all that. There's all this shit that you don't want to take time to do, but you put your mask on and then you're the shit. So well, I mean, that's the divide.
A lot of people, they do take advantage of the health. Like it's always going to be there and nothing's ever going to happen. But then, of course, when some shit does go down, you're surprised.
It's the whole.
What?
I mean, yeah.
It's unfortunate, man.
So how y'all feeling about what the new may be? Like this whole only a few people in the stores wearing the mask. Like, are you at the point now where you're like, I miss? Because I was looking at a sports game or something. Oh, I was watching college highlights. And I kind of I was like, damn, like 100,000 people in the stadium, nobody acting weird, everybody just having a good. I'm like, I kind of miss that, bro.
I mean, I think everybody does miss it at some extent. Or
yeah,
point.
just seeing it, it's just like, wow.
Because you want to be a part of that, you know.
It's electric.
Yeah,
it's like
feel the energy.
Yeah, it's like something that like even before COVID, I always wanted to go to a Lakers game again, before the whole Kobe stuff again, because San Diego's never really had a basketball team since the Clippers or the Rockets way back in the days. And I was like, maybe I might go to a Lakers game, and then all this shit happens. Like, man, fuck, I can't even do that, And
they're starting back up July 30th. Yeah, and I wanted to ask T-Roy too because he had tickets to the game. I'm like, how does that work now?
Yeah,
they're gonna be playing in Florida.
I was gonna ask you or ask T-Roy to see how that works.
Like, do you get reimbursed for your tickets,
or maybe they just refund you the money back?
I would think so, but I'm like, if they playing, I want to go to the fucking game. Let me fly out to Florida. But I don't think there's gonna be no fans in these Florida games, right?
I mean, they probably could.
I don't think so.
They could just like social distance it.
Because I mean, it's about like 6 feet apart from. In between each chair, because those chairs are still kind of
but you gotta think about it leading up to the seats. That's parking lot, that's getting through the gates, that's bathroom, that's concessions.
That's up to them to try to organize it. I mean, you can.
That's why they pay the venue
to have a lot of workers, and that's good. And the reason why I look at that too is like all those workers that work a sporting event, they're kind of out of a job right now. So even if you called and say, hey, you're not going to be doing your normal job. We're just going to have to make sure you enforce the 6 feet. It's like, okay, I get to go to a game. I get to get paid and make an income.
Right.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
And I think Fauci said that, who's the scientist that's been leading all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
He said that by the end of this year, early next year, it's not a case of when the vaccine is happening. It's a case of I'm sorry. It's not a case of if. It's a case of when. Right. So he basically said it should be coming by the end of the year. Okay. Early next year. So maybe that'll help. I just don't like the fact that they started testing in South Africa. That's a whole nother.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
It better be.
That's this podcast.
I was about to say.
I've seen that, bro. And I'm like, oh man.
That's kind of interesting, right? Why? Like that's like using we get rats and like that's like using animals when you're doing body wash and shit. It's like why would you take this vaccine that isn't proven, and of all places. You go to Africa, bro. Like
because they know
like the Tuskegee experiments again.
Yeah, and they're claiming that they're getting paid to do it. But what I saw a comment that said,
no amount of money is really going to be worth. I mean, to some people,
right? That's
why it's not in America.
But that's what the comment said. It was like you're dangling this money over poor people who need money.
Exactly.
Of course, they're going to do it.
Right.
Not knowing what the risk may be.
That's
but you're framing it as if we're paying them to do it. Like, yeah, well, they ain't got shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting when I saw it. I didn't look into it. I didn't go deep. I just saw the headline that said they're starting trials in Africa. And I'm like,
that's not even a good headline, bro.
It's not.
It's not smart to put but it is news, man.
But it's like where, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't help with the history of this country and what's going on right now. Yeah, so I think it's fucked up that they're doing that. But, you know.
No, yeah, that's exactly why they did it. If they were just open a campaign in America and be like, hey, so we will pay you guys. You know, we're trying to get through clinicals, trying to make sure that this vaccine is good and it doesn't react weird. We'll pay you, $100.
Right.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
$100 US, which probably goes
exactly.
Like I said, I didn't do the research to see if it was like a real. Respect, because far we know, maybe this is a respectful, safe thing.
Right.
But the headline just don't look right.
You think they're reading out everything? And it's like, hey, so we'll pay you guys this much. Here, this is for the coronavirus. Vaccine. Here are the negative side effects. Here's everything. Read through all of them. Make sure if you need help, explain. You think they're really going through all that? No. I mean, we don't know for sure. They could be, but
we need to know in 72 hours if you're willing. If not, we're going to go to the next person. They're doing it. I'm guessing. Like I say, I would love to do some research and find out that they are doing that. Maybe they are reading it line from line. There's a whole facility set up. They're taking care of their families. They're housing them, and if side effects come, they're giving them the. I would hope, but I just feel like for a vaccine that they need to come by December, January. There's no time for. Hey, they lived, they died. Now, okay, now take this batch that lived. Okay, they didn't get sick and diarrhea. Okay, take this batch. Wow. I would just think they already put a fucking timeline on that shit. But
yeah,
when money's involved, it gets real messy.
Very messy.
I don't think any way that they would have, done that experiment or put that as a headline would have been good for them at all.
It just don't look good.
Yeah, I mean. Doesn't. But you have to because it's going to come out. And you rather it come out by you saying it than a video come out.
Exactly.
So, you're kind of fucked.
Either way.
But it's like, damn. Okay, let's think about it. What would be the best way to get through clinicals, though? I mean, because that means you got to test it on people.
Just do it on Americans. I mean, Americans are the more susceptible.
But
that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you do it in America when we're the only ones that are spiking? We're spiking. We're spiking.
We have the highest curve out of the whole
and the highest unemployment, so you can pay these people money to do the vaccines. You keep the money inside. Why are you going to outsource? Because they know they could go pay them $50 damn and wreck their fucking body. That's why it looks bad. Because if it was really a normal thing, just like you can go donate plasma and get paid, you go donate blood. You should be like, hey, Americans, we know our unemployment is 3 million, so we're going to give y'all an opportunity to make some money. And here's the thing. It's a win-win. You can get a vaccine and you can get paid for it.
See, I'd be curious to know if the company that is coming out with these vaccines, if they're American or not.
That is a deeper, darker podcast.
Right, if it's not American.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories with vaccines and why it's been pushed and trying to do population control. There's a deep, dark YouTube.
You got any more of that mixer
video you can go. Nah, drink your shit straight, man.
That shit's got to be North Koreans implementing that.
I won't say we may have North Korean
Russians.
We may have North Korean listeners, so I don't want to offend, or Russian listeners, so I don't want to offend anybody without proper facts. It's very irresponsible. Yeah,
I mean,
y'all going.
That is kind of dark though. That is fucked up.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
they're basically guinea pigs.
But I mean,
looks like it.
Yeah.
Without our research, I just saw the headline.
Research.
It looks very guinea piggish. Very let's use rats.
Just
very I am Legend-ish.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, motherfucker die, he just go kidnap another zombie and test on that motherfucker. That's pretty much rap.
Yeah.
So yes.
Damn.
Where are we now?
Yeah, on positive news.
Where shall we go?
On positive news.
What you got positive, man? HIV?
I mean, this is more of a personal interest in me because I fuck with anime pretty heavily.
Are you looking at your notes? No, I'm just.
Nah.
What are notes?
We talked about this.
Hey, this is a topic that I really want to bring up. Man.
All right, what you got there?
All right, so we all know Lakeith, right?
Lakeith Statham, or whatever his name is.
Lakeith Stanfield.
You
thinking of Jason Statham, but you trying
Jason Statham and Lakeith.
You know what I meant, big dog.
He's gonna be on the next
Transporter. I actually like those movies.
You know what
they were a little corny
up until the third one.
That's when they started falling off.
The second one was pushing
cool. I mean, the first one was obviously the iconic, right? The all-time iconic.
Yeah.
You got Jason Statham. That fool kills that role. He's the same character, but he killed that shit.
Have they? A little off topic. Have they done a Hitman movie based off the games?
Yes.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, it was a dude. I forgot his name.
It's probably old, huh?
Yes.
Nah, 2005 or some shit. 2000.
Okay. Yeah, bald head, white dude, red tie.
I was thinking, man, maybe they should. Was Jason
Statham for that?
Yeah, was Jason Statham for that?
Yeah,
I don't think he was the build. Statham's short in real life, real short.
And on top of that, Statham is a very dialogue-heavy character. Well, not heavy, but like the directors like to use his voice.
His
he got
Australian
a cool voice, and he got the accent.
Yeah.
But Hitman was more of like a very quiet.
He was quiet.
He didn't use a lot of words. He was
the only thing I liked about that game was the fact that you had to change outfits. When you get the bodyguards, you drag them into the closet and you put their man. I was like, oh, that's kind of different.
But then it's like
that's realistic.
I'm 12 years old. I can kill a motherfucker in real life and put his outfit on.
And then when I think about it, it's
it fits perfectly.
Right, going back. Right size,
no adjustments
right,
needed. No alterations.
Everybody's the same height. You ain't got to do no tailoring.
Hit there 6'6". Dude putting on motherfuckers' clothes and shit.
Dude's got a fucking mullet in the back, but they see a bald ass head and they don't think nothing of it.
Right.
They see a barcode.
That's like you go to your job right now. Somebody got a badge of somebody else. He don't work here, but he has a badge. Hey, good morning, bro.
All right, just let him in.
He must be. I've never seen him in any training or any shifts, but
that's
he's working.
Interesting
tattoo.
You know what? No tattoo.
Is that a barcode?
You know
that's interesting. Yeah.
Get on that topic when you said just.
Yeah, fuck whatever you was talking about.
My bad. We'll get
no, I'm
fucking
with this.
I really forgot what he was talking about.
What were you talking about?
We can talk about it after.
But when you said on basic training, I went to a new chicken spot.
This motherfucker is chicken spot. Yo, where's the text messages at? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. So
motherfucker on all the chicken spots.
So there's
in San Diego.
So this one opened up.
New one.
So this one opened up in East Village, and it's called Corn
Downtown.
Chicken. So yeah, it's in downtown, and it's in East Village, and it was kind of like it's the owners of Tajima. They try to open up a chicken spot.
Right.
And it was like a Nashville style. It's not actually like Nashville style.
Yes.
It's authentic.
Quick thing. Nashville style Domino's wings. They have a flavor called Nashville Hot. It reminds me of when I grew up in Memphis. Debo, like the Memphis traditional buffalo, whatever sauce that is. Because I've been eating so much mango and this. It's some traditional Southern, as if they just put hot sauce on your chicken wings or something.
Some extra seasoning.
Yes.
Extra,
right.
But go.
I'm going to have to do that.
I just heard the Nashville in it too. So anyway, yes. Nashville, new spot.
Nashville, but it's like a fusion. So they probably do some soy sauce, probably some other ingredients in there. But man, this was literally... was probably the worst grand opening I've ever been to in my entire life.
I thought this was going another way.
Yeah, okay.
It was a grand opening that happened recently?
It was
Why the
Friday.
fuck would they do a grand opening during COVID? That's the dumbest shit ever.
On Friday. And I mean,
Nobody was
you've
there.
seen people do grand openings, and they usually do fairly well just because people want a sense to get out of the house
word
and
of
go
mouth.
somewhere.
Right.
But this was the worst grand opening I've ever been to in my entire life, because everybody that started there, that was their first day on the job.
Wow.
No training whatsoever.
Gosh.
No training whatsoever. So the bus boy or the server was basically doing everything. He was like, okay, you guys need to get these orders, get the pickles on there, because pickles said that they're supposed to come with the sandwich, and no sandwich, no tenders, no nothing. There's no pickles anywhere to be found. But if you asked for them, you would have got them.
Why
Why
would they not do a soft opening to allow these people to train before a grand opening?
Doesn't that make more sense?
That's the dumbest shit in the world.
I don't know. That was my experience there. The chicken, it wasn't.
It was like, also then if your food ain't
you know
hit
that shit gotta be
and the
trash.
service
It
trash.
wasn't meant to be. Tajima just needs to stick to the ramen. Stick
They
to
do.
whatever they
I
do.
need to hit them up actually for some ramen. I see them by In and Out.
I gotta try Dave's hot chicken.
Yeah, I definitely.
Dave's hot
try
chicken's
that one.
all right.
But I do
I
fuck
give
with the
them that.
Tennessee hot, bro, because who had it? I think Popeyes had it or some shit that I thought was super
Bro,
decent.
it's funny you brought them up because I was just finna say the Popeyes on Convoy, the new one is the worst. I think they have the same thing. These motherfuckers have never worked.
Yeah.
When I tell you there is a line always on the street to make a right into that Popeyes.
That's so stupid.
It's
bro.
right there.
I drive all the way down Arrow to the other one by the next. If you go all the way down to the other side of the 15,
Yeah, the one that
right
we
next
went
to
with.
that.
Yeah.
Boom, quick. It's a line, but you can tell they
goes
know
by
how to
That
work.
was quick, but it's in a
Yes.
cut.
Convoy
cut,
is the worst. I'm talking about not even moving. We got in that line on the street and stood there for 20 minutes. Not a car came out and not a car moved.
went in.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now, bro?
That's why I order off the app and I just go inside and pick it up.
Yo,
I think well, that was before I knew that they was allowing
Yeah.
people inside, but then we saw people walk. I'm like, oh, I think we could go inside. Yeah, bro. I don't know if they didn't get their drive-through training, but it's like, why is no car left in 20 minutes, bro? Like, it's not that hard.
Because
you know what they want?
That same one, I've waited 45 minutes in that,
It's
in
a
that
joke,
drive-through,
bro.
It's a joke. So
I was
after
all
that,
hyped
I was
because I'm like, it's right down the street. But
I was like,
fuck
pick
this
up.
place.
Like, I'm gonna go inside and pick it up.
I just started going to Arrow. I just make a left, right on Claremont, take that bitch up.
Right? What you gonna say, John?
That's a little farther.
What was that story you was talking about earlier?
Nah, okay, like Keith Stanfield, bro.
And
the creator, this motherfucker right here.
I forgot all about this shit.
And the co-creator of the Boondocks, bro. They're coming out with the fucking a black anime, dude. It's like a black-centric anime. So it's about a Ronin in the feudal era that is fucking coming up. That has magic and magic.
Are they gonna have an Uncle Ruckus character?
No, this is
everybody would hate his ass. Everybody would hate his ass.
I highly doubt there's gonna be any references from the Boondocks in this.
They put
in
that
this
on
anime.
They put that on HBO Max. The new HBO app that came out. The whole season of Boondocks.
Because they're starting to get rid of.
Hype.
They're getting rid of HBO Go, huh?
Yes, it's HBO
really?
Max now.
Man, I remember because
okay. I got it for free, so I was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all
Dude, HBO got fucking fire.
They got all the Fresh Prince, all of the Boondocks, and then all the Cartoon Network shit, Robot Chicken,
really?
all the Cartoon Network, After Night, whatever it's called. I guess they got
Toonami too.
Who?
Toonami. It was like
if it was late night, it's probably on there.
Nah, it was after school, but it was on Cartoon Network.
I mean, it was
late
night as well
shit.
too.
Oh yeah.
It's Robot Chicken. It's Robot Chicken. It's the Fry and Shake cartoon.
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
It's
That's
late
what they
night.
got.
Bro,
Adult
that's
Swim.
crazy.
Okay,
We're
never
talking
mind,
about
then.
Adult Swim in the car on the way up
HBO
here,
owns Adult Swim. So on HBO Max, all Adult Swim.
Wow.
All of the shows. I was like, bro, and then on top of that, all of the HBO movies that ever came on HBO. So you just scrolling, I'm just adding hella shit to my favorites. Like, like damn, they got the sequels, trilogies, all that shit, bro.
So, anyways, the show is called Yasuke.
Yasuke.
And this actually has some historical
Break it down.
reference to it. There was actually an African American or black,
would you
call
him an Afronese?
Shit, Blasian, bro. He was Blasian for sure. But he was full black, bro, straight from Africa. But he was the only African bodyguard, samurai, And for whatever reason, the shogunate, or whoever, I don't know what it was, but he actually took a liking to him because he was so tall. He towered over all the townspeople, and this motherfucker was slaying motherfuckers, bro. So he became super close to this very high government, fucking figure.
One would even say that was RZA.
Dude, it could have been RZA reincarnated, like in the past.
The Jizza.
But I think that's what they're kind of stemming this off of. So I'm super excited. Anyone that's into anime,
those are two people very respected in the industry to be involved in it. So that's good.
Oh, for sure. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Boondocks was just like one of the first iconic black animations that came out. Right. Animated shows.
Yeah. Doesn't even have to be
and then like
animated,
Keith, bro.
He's been in.
We know he's super legit.
He's from Get Out. He played in Get Out.
Atlanta. That started Atlanta.
Was it Queen and Slim?
He does.
Queen and
was it Queen and Slim?
I believe
he wasn't the main character.
No, he wasn't the main guy.
Wasn't that dude.
The other dude from Get Out.
The main character in Get Out.
Queen
and Slim.
Gotcha.
He was the guy that was like crying with the brown outfit when they was selling him and shit. He's
right.
Like, he was telling him
taking
he
got
kidnapped in the beginning. When he was walking a girl
pictures.
from home. Yeah, the guy that was taking pictures. Yeah.
Or that reacts when pictures are taken.
Yeah,
he freaks
like,
out.
That flash. But he does a lot of black. I think he was in The Shy too. Not fully, but I think he did a couple of.
Don't remember. I haven't seen
that.
that.
The one with Nick Cannon?
No, he did Chirac with Spike Lee, which everybody from Chicago hates that fucking movie.
Wow.
Because it was a piss poor representation of
anything.
Calling it Chirac too.
Nick Cannon kind of has a.
I respect his hustle, but I
don't
want him representing
exploiting.
Do you know that one chick? Random fact: the chick from here in San Diego.
Is she on Wild 'N Out?
No. She was in Chirac. What's the girl from Honey Cocaine, whatever her name is?
Ooh, Honey Cocaine. I'm
Honey
Cocaine.
No,
YCMB?
Cocaine Lorraine.
Oh, all right.
You know who that is?
No.
You don't know who Cocaine Lorraine is?
I'll look her up right now, though.
You have to look it up.
I think her name is Lorraine. Cocaine Lorraine.
I think her name now is Lorraine SD.
Yeah.
But she was in that movie. She got over 1 million followers. Like everybody follows her, but she just posts like her ass and she's like a model online or whatever.
How you spell her name?
LORRAI.
Oh yeah, I see her right there.
Oh yeah, I see her.
Right, like what she got, like 1.2 mil or something like
that? No, she has 59.7K.
Okay. What happened? She must have got a new page or some shit.
I mean, she's very. I think she's attractive.
Let me see.
She's very.
Oh
attractive.
yeah, no, yeah, she has 2.7.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
original page.
But what about her?
Looking at that.
Well, I'm saying she was in Chirac. She had like a sex scene with Nick Cannon, which was like weird. Nick Cannon was like trying to be this aggressive, like yeah, and I was like, I don't believe it.
She like, alright,
but I think it's funny because I have a lot of friends from back home that follow her, and it's just funny to me because like she's like here in San Diego.
She lives here.
She lives here. She does a lot of local shit.
What area?
I don't know where she lives.
You know what street?
No.
Nick Cannon from San Diego.
That out.
He's from San Diego as well. Yeah.
He doesn't do shit
from
over here.
No, he does.
Oh, he does?
No, he does a lot for Southeast San Diego. Yeah, he does a lot of drives and donations, and he be in the city and shit.
Huh, I didn't know about that.
He's just not very vocal about it. Yeah, no, he does.
But
a lot
that's how it should be. To
Okay,
be honest,
I
that's how it
respect
should be.
Yeah, I respect that.
No, yeah, he gives back a lot.
I just don't like his entertainment that he gives out.
Yeah, his entertainment is
Drumline
not
was
for
cool.
us.
Drumline was cool.
Drumline is my favorite movie from Nick Cannon.
Oh,
right, yeah, that's hands down, easy.
I can sit down and watch, and even then the acting was horrible. But the Drumline took over the movie.
He was legit. Yeah. I mean, obviously that.
Man, if you go back and watch it now, like the talking acting scenes, it's cringy.
So
all right, you know what? I rewatched
when he get on the drums though, it's like, oh, this shit hard.
I rewatched it. He didn't do too bad. He did all right. He did all right.
Where they had to like wall sit and then play.
Oh yeah.
I think he. Oh yeah, in the rain and shit. Yeah. I think he said he learned about it. But anyway, I brought it up because she was in the Chirac shit, and then nobody liked Chirac. But where were we getting from Chirac though?
I think we brought her up because she got a fat ass.
No,
but yes.
What was the name of the anime that's coming out again?
Yasuke. Catch that. It's gonna come out on Netflix too. Everyone has Netflix.
When is it coming out?
Everybody got Netflix. You know, everybody got Netflix.
You got a date on it?
Nah, I think it's definitely still in the works.
Yasuke.
TBD.
But yeah, man.
Or TBA. To be announced.
That shit's gonna be sick. I hope it's sick. I really do hope it's sick.
Yeah. Have you guys getting any of the new consoles? I think I already talked about this.
Nah, I'm just gonna try.
Like what? PS and whatever.
PS5 or Xbox?
Shit, I just bought an Xbox One in March. Are you? Because you PC, right?
Yeah, PC. I
feel like it doesn't even.
I was thinking about getting a console because
It's better.
I mean, when it's always gonna work. It's always gonna work. It's never gonna crash.
Is that the issues with PC? It crashes.
Well,
yeah,
sometimes. I mean,
just because the platform has to accommodate so many customized PCs with different parts, so like a lot of conflicting components.
And especially with games, especially new games that come out, a lot of them aren't optimized. Like you won't get the best graphics out of your rig
because of PC.
Well, because the game is like there's so many rigs and so many setup styles, so many combinations with, CPU, and GPUs that they can't keep up with this shit. So they just put out a blanket one, and then whatever fucks up on somebody's shit, then they release updates, and then they release updates and updates and updates.
Annoying,
and sometimes your update might not even come until like the third one or fourth one. So you could be waiting throughout half of the first season to get an update for your shit to be optimized.
You can't even play this shit. You pay $60 for this shit, bro. This happened to me on multiple games.
And
plus
I'm like,
the servers are. I can't even fucking play this shit.
What are you thinking? PS5 or Xbox?
I'm thinking
both.
Ooh, I'm making money.
Because I got a lot of people because I'm mostly for the game exclusives.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
What are game exclusives?
I love
specifically for that console.
Yes.
Yeah. So like,
and it's always the heavy hitters.
I'd get PS5 for Gran Turismo.
I used to be heavy on Gran Turismo.
I love Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo was
God.
probably one of the first games that I ever played on a PlayStation console.
Bro, back when you could add like your I think when I was playing on not Xbox, I think it's PS when you can add music to the radio station.
Yeah.
So that you could turn it to the custom radio station, listen to like your rap shit.
Listen to your
bro,
shit.
I was heavy on Gran Turismo. When you got the Mitsubishi,
the
when you got to that level, when you unlock that,
you talking about the Evo?
Leaving motherfuckers on the race. Yeah.
Once you got the Evos, it was it.
The handling was right. The acceleration.
Any all-wheel drive at that point,
See, I didn't know nothing about cars. I just knew I need to get to that car. I didn't understand the all-wheel or what was so special.
Yeah.
I just knew I started off with a box Chevy, and I wanted to get to the Grand. I wanted to get to the Evo.
Yeah,
but man, so that's PS5 strictly.
Yeah.
What about Midnight Club though, man?
They don't.
Nice.
Oh man,
I used to be heavy on Midnight Club.
Hey, Midnight Club was that shit,
bro.
Midnight Club Dub Edition,
Dub Edition.
When wheels are heavy,
bro.
in the game.
This is one thing I hated. See, like I played games.
That one had San Diego in it. You remember that, right?
Well, I was in Memphis when it happened, so I don't think I highlighted San Diego.
But it didn't have a Memphis in it too.
No, I didn't have Memphis.
No,
but I wasn't here, so
LA,
it didn't. Yeah, it was L.A. I remember L.A. Detroit, I think was one of them.
You're right.
So, but here's the thing: I play games enough to where I can figure out the bullshit, like I was saying with Madden.
Right.
I swear to God.
Hold on. Did we talk about the bullshit in Madden on the show?
No, we
didn't. You did it, bro. That shit's hilarious, bro. How you cracked the game, bro.
So Madden is trash. And I was having this conversation with Bianca. I was like, "Yo, I think we are getting into the quote unquote older generation." And what I came to the realization is the Madden that I grew up playing was based off of strategy. It's like chess. It's like, yo, if I do this with my players and I send him in motion, or I do this route based off your defense because I know football, this is going to work.
Yeah.
But in 2020, it's all about, oh, that's a superstar, so he can run faster when his star is lighter, or he can swat the ball when his. So it's like, it's no longer strategy, it's just the game. And then I told Bianca, I was like, damn, like we pushing 30. They're not worried about how my Madden was. They're like the kids, like the
they like the fast-paced stuff.
So I was like, damn, it's not about us. So I figured out not a cheat, but basically what I figured out on Madden was the computer likes to throw to their star receiver. So if you play the safety and you just pretty much double up, play man coverage, cover two, you double up on that star receiver, they're going to run the ball, they're going to go other places, but eventually they're going to force it to the star receiver, and that's how you're going to get interceptions and turn the ball over. With Midnight Club, you could be in first place and never fail. A fucking bus or a fucking car just come out and you just go in it. Yeah, and just,
no reaction time, no room for reaction.
I used to hate that shit, and I knew it was coming. Like it'll be like they're just sitting there, and you finally got first place. You've been riding for a while, and as soon as you get on the straightaway, a little cab you just run into it.
They're like, let's see you dodge this one.
Yes. The races that I would hate the most would be the ones that you'd be on a motorcycle because you just fly up and it takes so long
to get back on your shit.
Right.
Or you see second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, sixth place.
And it's like, golly. Or like even the crashes, even with a car, like there could be a time where it's like, doof.
Yeah.
You're like, come on! And then the fucking You're like, oh my god.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now I gotta redo that whole 10-minute fucking race, bro.
And it'd be at the end. It
always at the end.
It'd be like, yo, I didn't race such a. You be proud of yourself, like I done killed this shit. And then little taxi cabs, boom,
bro.
Always.
I almost got into it with my pops because I always play that game in the morning, right, to get me awake, right?
Yeah.
I would get up,
get mad,
bro. Well, it was a thing. Like my dad, for whatever reason, slept on the couch.
Yeah.
I slept in his bed, but then like in the morning, I would wake up like an hour early just so I can just. As a kid, you got all this energy, right? So I'm fucking playing. He starts getting ready, comes in his room. He's going right back and forth. This is like the last race for me to beat the game, right?
Yeah.
He's going back and forth, and I'm like, I'm not saying shit because it's my dad. He'll fuck me up. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, I already know, man. I've done this race so many times. There's the last corner. I know how to take that corner perfectly, and there's a sharp bend, right? So I take that corner perfectly. Ooh, the sharp bend is crucial. Crosses the TV, and I'm like, oh, I crash. And then I get to the point where I'm like in a corner. I'm like, I gotta get off. Yeah. And then the motherfucker zoom. And I'm like,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then like I get mad. I'm like, And he's like, boy, what? I was like, you got into TV and I lost. He was like, boy, like he just dug in me. He was like, he gave me his words.
I don't give a fuck.
And exactly. He's like, boy, you understand? I'm gonna get ready for work 12 hours.
Yeah.
So you can play this fucking game. Bro, but yeah, it always be at the end, man. Something fucks it up, and you can never recover, bro.
Yes,
but yes, never recover.
Exclusives.
Yeah.
So you want PS5 Gran Turismo,
and I'm a Halo guy, so I have to go with Xbox as well too. I love
that. Don't come on PS5.
No,
Halo.
That's an Xbox exclusive.
Damn.
Yeah,
so
but
both. That's like $1,200 for both.
Shit, I mean, it's to be determined.
Because you got to get
it's TBD.
You're good though, because it comes with a controller.
Mm-hmm. Right. And I only play by myself, so I'm only gonna need one controller.
So
I'm
you're gonna
have
spend
people over.
about $1,200.
Yeah, I think those consoles like $4 or $5.99.
4 or 5.
I mean, that's as much. I think my PC is probably costing more than that right now, just because of all the
parts you had to add to it.
Oh yeah, all the parts are so hyped up right now.
But then you got to think about what type of man are you? What type of consumer are you?
What do you mean?
Are you all the way on the other side of the spectrum where you're like, let me spend a $6.99, let me get the 2 terabytes. Are you gonna be like, no, fuck that, no, let me get the $3.99, 500 gigabytes. Which one is you? Oh, that's tough.
That is a tough one.
Because
they haven't came out with the prices yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to find out.
I think they're running.
Because we know
easily
500,
easily 5 or 6 range.
Easily.
Yeah.
I think so.
How much storage? Because we know them updates be fucking 150.
There's 2 of them. There's
1 to 2 terabytes probably.
It has to be at least, bro.
And then there's also the one where if it's gonna have a disc tray or not.
Well,
because
I remember
the PS5 is doing that.
Yeah, the PS5 is doing the digital only, or
like
you could have physical disc that you can put in.
Yeah,
and they're backwards compat.
I think they're all doing that now.
So
they're all allowing people to play older games and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about back to PlayStation 1.
Oh shit!
With the blue disc, I remember the blue discs.
You're gonna have to talk that up with Sony. You're gonna have to ask that to Sony.
Right, put the alcohol on. Bro,
Come on. Fuck!
Dude, I remember those days. And I always
alcohol. Try alcohol. Alcohol is supposed to work.
I always be
then
like,
it was toothpaste, and then it was everything.
I did everything. Even all the way back to the Nintendo cartridges where you put it between your shirt. And then you got to put it in real fast. Turn the on off. Sega.
Yes!
And then the Sonic song. They had the most trippy fucking. Yes. So I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about, but we're back.
We're talking about hitting this one.
We was talking about the good top.
Give me head.
What we were talking about. Let me let y'all know what we was talking about. I mean, people on the show that listen, they probably know that I was not too
he was
fond
not
of head.
He was not a head guy.
Not too fond of head. I thought it was a waste of time. I'd rather get to the main dish. Fuck the side dish.
Said no top.
But you know what? I think I really do fuck with it.
Yeah, if you've been following this show, Jyline was adamant.
I was adamant. I was
crazy.
so against
very
this.
vocal.
Like,
Very vocal.
Pussy over head any day. He's
Outspoken.
like, bro, I don't even need head. Like, I can just fuck a chick and not even need it. He said this. This is documented on the show.
He
said he don't need it. Like, he can go without it. He's a pleaser. He likes to just please. That's what he does. And now to hear this is a revelation.
It's crazy. I've been totally against it, but
yes, his life has been changed.
I guess it depends on the skill set.
And now he is no head, no bed.
Depends on the Carfax.
I fuck with that.
Now he is no head, no bed.
No head,
no head.
That's his entry fee to get in.
No bed.
Yeah, my shit need to touch your tonsils before we get inside my room.
Girl, what you know about tonsil touching?
I got to remove. Like, damn. You got plenty of room back there, man.
You ain't got no GR? She ain't got no GR.
You ain't got no gag reflex, man.
I know you don't think that.
So you don't throw up ever. Oh,
so wow. I think the men listening to the show.
Ever. I've never thrown. Wow. Yeah. You've never thrown up. Ever.
You don't mind stepping into this room over here?
Just gonna check your tonsils real quick.
Check your tonsils real quick.
Is that your annual tonsil check?
No, but like I think you hit the nail on the head. It's a psyche of it, knowing certain things.
Yeah.
Certain things is happening and you're seeing it happen in front of you. I think that is something I've been missing, man. I've been
and I think it's the
starving myself for that.
The sound effects too, right?
Yeah, the sound effects is crazy too, man.
It's a movie. It's an experience.
I mean, or lack thereof. You're not hearing too many. You're hearing like bodily movements at that point. It's like, damn.
You're hearing a washing machine.
Oh shit!
A washing.
No, I'm not shit. Like shit rearranging. Like shit moving. It's like, damn.
Oh shit.
I didn't know it was possible, bro, until you know.
The spin cycle right there.
She's like, hold on.
Is that the final spin?
Let me turn something on real quick.
She get the wrench out. Put some WD-40 on them rusted screws. Ready. When you see this shit right here, you seen the memes where chicks been doing that to dudes, and then they get the remote under the couch and shit, and the dudes be like, oh.
It's like, oh. And then he's like, man,
she gets the remote out. Like, bitch, look.
Oh,
man.
man.
Time for your TikToks, bitch. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, yeah.
That was off.
Advocate.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to do some rapid fires before we get out of here. Kanye West gets a deal with Gap.
That is crazy. I saw that earlier on this week.
Yes.
And
okay.
It's wild because his Yeezy's Adidas line for his shoe line is still probably
poppin',
one of the most selling footwears.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought the interesting stories about this was that it says that he worked at his local Gap when he was a teenager.
Oh, I can see
now
that.
to be able to partner with Gap, Yeezys.
And it's crazy because a lot of people.
Are we wearing Gap now? Like,
I will wear Gap.
Yeah, when a Yeezy Gap about to have lines outside the door like Yeezy drops.
I mean, the reason why I don't wear Gap is because I'm not really close to any Gaps.
Where is a Gap? I know Old Navy. Where's Gap at?
Yeah, because there's an Old Navy over there on the Mission Valley, right?
So there's got to be one in every major mall, though, right?
No, they took them out.
No, they took
used
them
to
out.
be in there.
They used to be
okay, what was the reason for that again?
I think it's just
it was just a personal.
I don't think people were going. Yeah, I don't think people were going like that. Like I think people go to Old Navy when it's Old Navy. But when you have Gap or Old Navy in the mall where there's H&M, Forever 21, like people
all these other shops.
Yeah, people aren't going to.
There's too much to go. Yeah. Too much to choose from, and plus not too many. I think Gap was more of like the older crowd.
Yeah, it was definitely targeted towards.
Older people. It's just around that era, that time. Around people around
because it was like 90s, early 2000s when that shit was really popping.
Right, 90s, early 2000s when everybody was really shopping at Gap. But with all these new companies coming out and people getting younger and wanting, on social media, Gap's not really on social media.
Right. Or we don't follow it.
Or we don't follow it,
But that's what's crazy. Like, how do you come up with a store or a brand just called Gap? And and you don't know that it's going to hit, but it just does.
Opportunity.
Like, how do people receive
I'm
that?
sure there's some deep, like, well, we felt we had a gap between the industry of, we're the gap that fills the gap between high fashion and affordable. We feel like we're in that gap. Yeah. So they said that the first half of 2021, and it's going to be modern, elevated basics for men. What a way to explain that.
Wow, that is...
Modern, elevated basics. So it's not going to be... What? Yeah. So I'm thinking
modern or moderate?
Modern.
Modern.
So I'm thinking it's gonna be
got you.
up to date of what we wear, but still a basic. Because he's a minimalist for the shit anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
There's not too much that goes on in his shit.
And that's what I kind of like about it, that him doing this deal, because that would provide definitely a lot more volume for his clothing, because I actually do like some of his clothing that he releases during his Yeezy line, but it's so hard to get just because all the hype beasts are coming
What
out.
is this brand called?
It's just
Yeezy.
It's
So
just
his Yeezy clothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just Yeezy.
I got you. Okay.
And now it's going to be available in Gap and in multiple stores.
Oh, it's going to be in there.
I'm sure they're going
I'm pretty sure it's going to be
fuck
on
it
the
up and do like a
store.
drop type
Right.
shit.
So you think that'll lower the price point?
Oh yeah,
because Gap isn't everywhere.
Yeah, Gap isn't hype beast streetwear, so he has to fit within the margins of how they
that
sell.
would only make
and it's
sense,
not
right?
luxurious wear either.
Right.
It's just like
that's why it
home
says modern
loungewear.
basic. Modern basic. So basically,
Well,
it's basic
most of
wear,
this shit is
but you
not.
can wear out somewhere.
Well, it's like actually
Like the shit with the holes in it and shit. Like, you know how it's.
I mean,
But people put that with some Dior shoes, and then it's
right.
It's
But
high fashion.
That was the shit. It's like $500 or
Right.
thousands, right?
I mean, his sweaters are kind of around that price,
God,
like 200.
bro.
So.
I could never.
They said their shares, Gap shares, soared 36% with the announcement on Friday. So if you already invested in Gap in that announcement, you're making 30% more on
I should
each
have
share.
fucking invested in Gap.
Well, it's too late now. You want to buy when it's low.
Yeah, it's gonna be hype beastie to get.
Man, how come?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have
You
to
gotta
call
know.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
have
be
to
in the
call
know.
up Easy
Yeah.
after this.
Now you gotta call Old Navy and see who y'all finna put on. Who y'all putting on? I'm gonna invest.
Virgil Abloh.
Whoa.
A couple of Virgils.
Fuck,
A couple
that's
Virgils.
crazy.
I thought it was cool too. They said that he brought in Nigerian British designer Moalola Ogunlesi to quarterback that whole situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he brought in an African American woman to quarterback that situation. So I thought that was dope.
That's cool.
Shouts out to Yeezy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing some fuck shit before, and he probably still on it, but he's doing real good and hide it. So
yeah, he's not been too mainstream in the tabloids or anything.
I think once he got his billions, he was like, all right, cool, I could act normal again. I just had to while out to get that.
right.
So I think I'm gonna look to see. I'm cool to get a Yeezy basic tee for $7.99, $9.99,
$79.99.
probably $15.99, probably.
Probably. Yeah, you probably be like
Gap
$30.
Gap's kind of expensive,
Gap,
bro.
is Gap expensive?
Yes.
Oh, if they're expensive, then he probably could pull off a $30 basic tee.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
thought
be
they were more
30
on
to
the cheap
40.
side. I thought them in Old Navy was on some cheap shit.
No, Old Navy's on cheap shit.
No,
Gap's
Old Navy's
not.
on cheap shit.
Gap's not.
Yeah, Old Navy had like 80% off like all day and shit.
They should just put that as their regular price.
80% off. Yeah, don't lie.
But that's
to
how
us.
they try to get your ass. It's like, yo, this shit normally this price. That would never be normally this price. But come buy it at this
These
80%
socks are
discount.
$100 normally. We're gonna sell them for $1,500.
You're getting a deal. That's just like
You're getting the greatest deal.
That's like you've seen like, oh, this is gonna be $30, but $35 with shipping and handling, or it could be like, this is $35
with
no
the shipping.
no shipping. It's like it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
And on that too, he was in the studio. So Snoop and Dre were back in the studio. Snoop said, just posted a picture. There's no stories. There's no albums. There's
That's
no
how it
music.
should be done.
He just said back at it again. And then Ye posted on his Twitter. It was a picture. He was looking at the carpet, and he said, "Sorry, I spilled these 3 drops of this orange juice mixed with like he didn't want to say what it was mixed with in your studio while we're working on this new project." So he was hinting at that him and Dr. Dre working together. How y'all feel about that? Yeezy and Dre. I mean, it's something we've been wanting to like high end producers.
Go either way.
I'm usually more excited over. Ooh.
That could have been all bad.
I'm usually more excited over what really Dre does.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
anything that Dre really comes out with is pretty top notch, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what
He's
kind
not a
of
Timberland.
yeah.
What? Timberland's top notch too.
Well, Timberland.
We talked about
but
this, bro. What do you mean? His shit's it doesn't age well. Like, he's still trying to do that
his
shit.
old
when he
shit
was
don't
with
age,
Missy.
but he
Yeah,
still
his old
makes
stuff.
shit today.
Actually,
That's current.
some of his old stuff.
No,
ages. I mean, I think it's all
we had a
dependent.
listener's choice.
Remember that wasn't Timbaland. Remember we played the wrong song.
Yeah, we played the wrong
And
one.
Corin corrected us on it. That was the wrong song.
That's crazy because it sounded like his work. It sounded very reminiscent of.
No,
that wasn't him.
But
Damn, copycat.
Are you excited for that though? Like,
I am.
Because I'm hoping Kanye raps over a Dre beat.
Even if he has just production, I want to see a collaboration production on that.
Yeah,
I want to know how that
somebody
sounds
else, like a Kendrick or something, like
right.
a Cole.
Well, even I just want to hear it, like
just an instrumental.
Because just take a look at, I'd say Kanye's past work from My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy, Yeezus, to Kids See Ghosts, Yay.
Kids See Ghosts.
His new shit.
I think Ye was the last.
Jesus is King.
Oh, Jesus is King was the last
Jesus
one.
is King.
I fucked with that album, man.
It was good.
That was a good
I liked
album.
it very much.
And even way back then too. Well, maybe not way back then, but even a little further, maybe kind of in the middle. All that. Pusha T's Daytona.
Yeah.
That
we were recording when that came out.
Yeah,
we talked about that one.
That was very well produced.
Yeah, I love
album.
Daytona. 6 songs.
Yeah. And
that's when they had the whole season where everybody dropped from like fucking March to June, pretty much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was still like the good music drop offs and all that.
Tiana Taylor dropped.
Right.
Pusha dropped. Somebody else had dropped. I know. Kanye came out with his own album.
Sci-Hi still?
Tiana's with
was
good music.
Still dropping.
Damn.
What's who?
Sci-Hi the Prince.
He haven't came out with shit in a while. He's kind of on that J Electronica type shit.
Okay. I'll give him
because he's from. Is he from Oakland? He's from the Bay. Where's he from?
Who, Sci-Hi?
Yeah. He's from like Chicago.
I think I want to say.
Chicago. No. Yeah, you're right.
I want to say Chicago. Yeah. Because I think Kanye was only putting people on from Chicago to work on.
No, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But his production style, Kanye's, is very like dark, now luxurious. It's like
kind of like
sample heavy, and then Dre is Dre. You know, he's gonna put out something from his Compton album that he came out with in 2015. It was different than what he normally did,
right?
But you definitely got the remnants of all the G-Funk era kind of stuff, all the, just the production style, the workflow style of what, Dr. Dre normally does. And I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to hear what...
I'm curious,
too. What are we hoping for, though? Like, they're working together. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do we want out of this? Do we want them to work on a beat and put an artist, or will we want Kanye to rap on the Dre, or both? They both rap. Do we want both of them to go on the beat?
Technically, everybody raps. If you
right.
But
I'm trying to think, what would be the best case scenario of them getting together?
The best case scenario.
I thought this was Dre and Snoop.
No, Dre and Snoop was in the studio. Kanye West had posted later that he was also working with Dr. Dre.
Oh wow!
So maybe it's a Dre West beat with Snoop on it.
Might be
crazy.
So what ideally would be for me would be Dre not rapping.
Right, of course. Stick to the right. Kanye and Snoop rapping.
Kanye and Snoop rapping
on a Kanye
beat, but in a G-Funk style.
Right, more Dre heavy than Kanye,
or more Snoop era, doggy style era.
Right. And then Kanye add his new flavor.
I want to see how.
I want
to see how Kanye would be able to, collaborate and incorporate some of his into a G-Funk.
That'd be interesting.
We don't know if it's going to be completely G-Funk, though. He could go that way. Or he could
maybe
do
Dre
totally
might
different.
go his way.
Right.
Add his G-Funk to the new Kanye sample way.
It could go either way.
Either way, it could be good. And Snoop's involved, who can literally rap on any fucking with that same tone. Bow,
or who can replicate. Because really, I think a lot of it is about replicating, not duplicating, but kind of going along the lines of the wave now. Because, like we were kind of talking about, I was talking about earlier with you, how, John Legend came out with some shit, Alicia Keys came out with stuff, and I listened to it, but it sounded very nostalgic. It didn't really mesh with the sound of today on the shit that's coming out now. So, like, when I was bringing up Timbaland and saying that he doesn't age well, I mean, his music, from whatever, I thought that was him. I thought that was Timbaland, but I was corrected. But like, I can only imagine Timbaland trying to come out with some new shit, and it sounds like it doesn't sound or doesn't fit the glove right with what's popping now. I'm curious to see what was gonna happen with Dre, but he's gonna have the influence from Kanye too, which comes out with new music currently
all the time.
Right.
So like if Dre kind of comes, I'm hoping that if Dre comes out with some shit that sounds a little dated, Kanye can maybe give some kind of
new energy to it.
new energy to it.
Just,
You know what I mean?
Just a little like a re-up, just like
or just be like, hey, you know, people ain't
add
using
that
this
2020
this
sauce to it.
You know, people ain't using these kicks no more. You know,
Right.
or you know,
Something
or
small.
but that's
Something
what a
small.
lot of people would have said about the Free Nationals album, what they came out with.
Yeah, very.
Nobody's using drums and anything, but I mean,
he
I get
was
it. It's
Anderson
a different
.Paak.
style.
Right.
He was with Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they were known to be that band.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure he just added something. Like they didn't go to him with a blank canvas. Like Anderson .Paak never put that shit together.
Or even Griselda. You could
Griselda?
say Griselda is probably.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Nobody will fuck with that sound. A lot of people didn't fuck with that sound too.
And now it's mainstream.
Now it's
Shouts out to them, man.
That London Drugs, like they came back with the
yeah,
old
them
school
too.
samples, like super old school, and they really didn't do much to the samples. They literally got an old beat from like the 70s or 80s or some shit. 80s, right? And then they literally almost like played that beat only.
Of course.
Kind of paying homage to like, hey, y'all.
And they made
I'm
no money off that song.
And
it's no money off that song.
Yeah, hell no.
Like, oh, y'all use 100% of the sample. Okay, yeah. Just sign here and here.
We get all that revenue.
So we get 90%, and you get the 10%, and you should be on your way.
But that 10% is also paying us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. From that 10%, we're going to split that down to 5. We're going to bust that down to 2.5. So you should get 2.5% cash back full.
Right.
100% of my sample.
This should be just enough to pay your label just for you know,
studio
distribution
time.
fees.
You should break even with this project.
But that's the point. Like I
should
love
be able to get your name out there just a little bit.
Even though you was already supposed to be out there. But I like that like new artists are trying to like pay homage to old school shit. And even though like new listeners don't know it, they're being exposed to it.
Right.
Which is awesome. Because like I think that's really huge in music or any type of artistry. You can't just learn what's coming out now. A lot of people paved the way for people now to be doing music and artistry like that. So like you can't just dismiss the history of it.
Right.
Even if you're being exposed to it, I feel like that's one step closer than just using a part of a sample and covering it up with your own beats, which is there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But like a lot of people hear that sample and they think it's cool and it's original.
Yeah, right. They think
we know where it comes from. People that are deep into music know where that sample comes from.
Don't know. They just think, damn.
They're like, oh,
Hit Boy made that from scratch and all the strings and orchestra.
Man.
How much did that cost for him to get that in the studio?
That must have been like.
I think it's gonna come out dope though. On the Dr. Dre, Kanye. I think it'll come out soon.
And Snoop, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, either way, I think that project, whatever comes out of that, even if it's just a song, not even like an album or anything.
Album, we asking for too much.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
We'll take a song.
An EP, maybe it'll come out.
Maybe.
So the only thing,
but a song, anything that comes out of there, I don't doubt that it's going to be phenomenal.
Does, bro.
I don't doubt that it's going to be phenomenal.
Yes.
I mean, okay, so the only thing that I'm scared of is that the egos. So I think that there's enough creative experience, years in the business, that they should have a limited amount of creative imagination to create something crazy. But I'm just hoping that the ego and the personalities don't clash with the creative process.
I think when it comes to music, everybody's not really, especially around that age, I don't think anybody's really
Everyone's
that
calmed
egotistical.
down. Yeah. Right, okay,
like,
so that's what
they're
I'm
all
for.
both of them are billionaires. Yeah. Kanye West knows Dre is the OG.
Especially around this time.
Snoop Dogg's very opinionated, though. We know that.
Snoop respect this group. Snoop respects Dre.
Right. Oh, 100%.
Dre is the OG, and Snoop respects Dre from a music standpoint. Kanye respects Dre from a producer standpoint. They know that Dre is the OG, and they're all comfortable where they sit. They all are legends. They all have money, so there shouldn't be
They all know their worth.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any.
Yeah.
We've been in the game 20, 30 plus years. We've all had massive success. There's no need for us to ego. There shouldn't be an ego trip.
Yeah,
I don't even think they would even post that.
Yeah.
If there was any issues, because
right,
they're all quiet.
You're right.
I don't think they'd even be in the same studio
if there was egos. I think they know that we want to see that, and that's why they gave us a glimpse. Like, oh shit, they working together. Damn, something must be coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And after that, I mean,
we'll see, man.
We
got the second half of the year for something to drop. I'm going to give y'all some quick hitters, and you give me some quick answers. You ready? These are 3 topics. Florida is closing their beach for 4th of July weekend. Mind you, Florida's been open since day one. They never gave a fuck. Trump retweeted that support for people saying white power on there. And then Trump administration also paid 1 million dead Americans that was worth 1.4 billion in stimulus money. How do y'all feel about that?
Wow.
No across the yes on the first one.
John.
No across the board.
So yes for the beach closing.
Yes,
but
and then no for everything else.
the irony was that we were able to celebrate Juneteenth, and now the beach is gonna be closed for the 4th of July.
That's crazy? That is crazy.
So yeah,
so ironic.
that's gonna be nuts because you gave these people that much freedom, and then on the biggest holiday of the summer, you finna shut it down. I can't wait to see videos from that.
Exactly.
Trump with that video we woke up to. We don't have to go into it, but pretty much, if you don't know, if you live on the rock, Trump retweeted a video where these people were like pro him and whatever, and people were saying white power, and then the people
blatant in the video,
blatant, and then the people from the White House came out and said he didn't hear that part. So he retweeted the video. He just didn't hear the blatant white power. Reason why we're not going to go into it, because at this point we know that administration is full of shit. We know that he's full of shit. We don't need to be like making metaphors. We get it. At this point, he chose his side. He knows where he stands and what he's against.
It's completely
We just want to put that out there for y'all to know. And then I thought it was funny that the administration paid 1 million people that have passed away. That was worth over $1.4 billion in stimulus money. So now the real question is, where's the money? And are y'all going to restructure that?
Right.
Doesn't that sound kind of sketchy?
It do.
Hey,
yeah.
let's send this 1.4 billion out to people that are dead, and then it disappears.
And then it returns to sender. What, dude? Come on, bro.
Isn't that interesting for a whole government? Because I think they were saying that the IRS was basing it off the 2008 number database when the what is it? What
the taxes or something like that?
What happened in 2008? Depression. When that happened the first time.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, so y'all were using a database from 12 years ago, and y'all are the IRS, y'all are the government, and y'all mistakenly sent over $1.4 billion to people that aren't here.
Okay,
and we're supposed to believe that y'all didn't just take that money and go do whatever the fuck y'all wanted to do.
That's offshore accounts right there. That's the offshore accounts.
Well,
Let me tell you what, man.
So that's
offshore accounts.
They didn't even bother to like do a quick scan of like who the fuck alive nowadays. Like
they knew what they were doing.
I was going to say, or you can say that,
Who
or
in
you can
charge?
say, hey, how can we lose $1.4 billion?
How can we get the most out of this? What was the original stimulus package? It was like trillions.
God, it was
$2 trillion. It was like $2
how can we
trillion.
get the most out of these trillions that Donald Trump or this administration is giving the people?
Disgusting.
Well, we're saying he's like
Disgusting.
the next one's gonna be generous, right?
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
And they're going to pay $8 billion to dead people.
Right. They're gonna pay double that.
That's going to end up in his bank account.
This time they're gonna get trillions to dead people.
It's so stupid, man.
That's hilarious.
That's why I said quick, because we've done enough episodes. We know where he stands. We know what it is. We don't need to keep showing you videos. See, we know what it is. Anybody at this point, either you're pro him, so you're going to be
super
ignorant
Trump
to
supporter
it,
at this point,
or you're logical.
You just gotta go down with the ship.
You gotta go down with the ship.
Captain goes down with the ship.
Exactly.
Crew.
We're not trying to convince anybody.
wow.
The last thing I had on these rapid fire shit, I meant to bring this up last week. Reed Hastings, who is the co-founder and CEO of Netflix, and his wife gave $120 million to split between Morehouse, Spelman, and the United Negro College Fund. I thought that was fantastic. So Morehouse and Spelman are HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, HBCUs get the shitty end of the stick because the top African-American athletes go to UFC, go to Alabama, so they're not getting LSU, so they're not getting those TV contracts. Right. They're not getting the top athletes. Wow. And then a lot of those people that go to HBCUs, not a lot, maybe most or a few, they don't really give back. Like you get boosters like Tom Brady with the Michigan. Yeah, he's forever gonna load up Michigan.
Because when you're in high school and they scout for you, all the top scouts are gonna go for you. And
exactly. And you're
gonna
be
big
like,
universities.
they're on ABC, and they're on prime time.
Right.
Yeah. So the fact that they decided $120 million and split it between the United Negro College Fund, Morehouse, and Spelman. I mean, that is a direct act of support. Like you can post the black sign on Instagram, you can post a tweet saying we support, but when you give $120 million to HBCUs and the United Negro College Fund,
that's a lot.
I thought that was great.
That's good.
I meant to bring it up last week. I was mad that I didn't. And I was like, damn, it looks like I'm going to be keeping my Netflix account a little bit longer. Because that's kind of how I'm operating now. I'm looking at the corporations that are supporting, and I'm going to go.
We got to look at that.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm not going to spend my money in there. You're not speaking up for me. Like,
you
when
still
shit
buying on
happens.
Amazon?
Huh?
Still buying on Amazon?
I haven't done shit with Amazon.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm making the switch from Home Depot to Lowe's. Because apparently Home Depot is funding Trump's campaigns.
Nah, can't have that.
And Lowe's owner is African American.
Hey!
And they spoke out against everything. So
can't have that.
Lowe's it
Looks
is.
like we going to Lowe's. Looks like we all going to Lowe's.
Yeah. I mean, granted, it's going to be hard because, you never, even if something's owned by, it's something like my black products that I use.
There are a lot of them owned by white
Shea
people.
Moisture.
Right?
Yeah, I think they're owned or they were bought out. So it's kind of hard. But the one that are blatantly just like don't give a fuck about shit,
right.
like, yeah, I could cut you off. So yeah, shouts out to Netflix for that. Putting your money where your mouth is, man. I mean, they could have did that. They could have gave it to a fund or something, but they gave it directly to 2 colleges, all boys school, all girls school in Atlanta, Morehouse Spelman, and then the United Negro College Fund.
And you know what's hilarious? This is like these companies are so hard bent on staying with their beliefs,
right?
That they won't even think about the double positive that comes out of doing something like very selfless like Netflix.
And the support.
You're gonna have whether or not you in your heart want to do this for the right reasons. It's irrelevant because if you do this, you're gonna get positive reinforcement from a lot of your colleagues. Yeah. You're gonna get a lot of positive press. And on top of that, you're helping somebody out. It's a double positive.
Yeah. And your
these companies have money to spend.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna kill them. So yeah. These companies that don't look at a positive, double positive, and still don't want to do something like this, means that they're firm on their beliefs and
they're stuck in their
ways. They're not willing to bend and help other people.
Exactly.
So why would you want to support these people?
Yes.
Because the agenda matches yours.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
that's basically.
Some people really feel like this Black Lives Matter shit is just a hoax. It's just it's a trend. Why should they kill each other all the time? While all of a sudden we gotta stop everything because a cop killed them. They don't even care about themselves.
It's hilarious.
That's real. That's real. That's real.
Funny.
It's
comical to me. It's not real.
Well, I'm gonna go fucking spend all this money because the cops killed them when they killed each other last week. Fuck them.
But this has been going around for over 600 years. Even beyond that, started with the Europeans. It's never. Yeah. It will end. But
for sure. Yeah. Eventually. Those were all my quick topics. Is there anything else?
No,
we got listener choice after this, but we want to do that outside of the video, obviously. Anything else? No.
I mean, we can do it really.
No. I'm saying as far as this listener choice don't go YouTube anymore.
You're right.
We do it separate.
Damn, that's hard.
I don't really got anything else.
No? All right, well, if you made it this far, we fuck with you. If you didn't, fuck you. Shouts out to everybody that follows us on Instagram, Spotify, Apple, Twitter. Who Got the Aux? No spaces. WGT Aux, Twitter. WhoGotTheAux.com. No spaces. Again, reach out to us for, listener's choice, or if you heard something, or if you disagree, or if we're wrong or something, or anything like that. I'm getting spaced out right now.
It's intensifying.
Right? I was like, why am I getting nervous? Reach out to us, DM, message, however you can talk to us, call us, text us, and if you got anything constructive to get to us, we're all open for it. This has been episode 105, season 2, full effect. Thanks for being here with us. Till next time, we'll see you at 106. Till then, we out this bitch.